Wonderful people, it is Thursday, the 28th of May. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by you wonderful people, the culture. And of course, like we are every blessed morning, we're hosted by the very best. Please introduce yourselves.
I'm all things sugar and Shay Sade. Hey.
Come on.
Christy, Queen of BOE.
Say that twice.
Christy, Queen of BOE.
Come on.
It's your girl Justine representing the Black Queens in the fitness scene. How
I
you
mean.
How you mean?
Come on. I only want to see fire emojis in the chat for the gal them today looking
Come on.
lovely and melanated. All three of y'all, come on. We are not worthy. We are not worthy. All right, cool.
And they call me E-Man, the pro-black actor.
I lost my mind. Bamboozled. I apologize.
What about me?
That is
I apologize.
like next.
Melanin jam-packed. Let me end there, man. Ben, you in the building?
I am blessed and highly favored, feeling even more favored this morning. Oh my gosh, look at this. All right, apologies for the tardiness, people. We were taking in the radiance of the room, as you could imagine. Hit us for 6. Myself and Iman were discussing just how wonderful this morning is going to be, as we're in the presence of such beauts. Come on. Come on. You wanna tag on?
No, you need to let this come on.
That's what you wanna focus on.
Yeah, because they need to focus. Understand?
Oh.
It's a bit thingied,
It's a bit what?
blurred.
Oh, okay.
Does it look blurred to you, Shade?
Now it's fixed.
Huh?
Does it look blurred to you? He wanted to stop me from giving your praise. Yeah, see?
Impossible.
You see him?
I don't know what's going on between you.
All right, cool. What we saying? How was everybody's day yesterday?
Yeah,
All right,
good.
this is wonderful.
Good. I went to my book club. It was great.
Mm.
Had a great old conversation.
What are you reading?
Yeah, what book?
I was reading, The Sweetness of the Skin by Ish. You don't know it.
Ish,
Go on.
Mayel.
no,
The other one.
what's the
You
thing?
don't know. Stop pretending. Stop pretending. But it's about this this young Jamaican girl who has like hardship and stuff, and like her overcoming and that. And it's a beautiful story. It's very, very well written, and I love an audiobook, and it's probably the best audiobook I've ever listened to. Very good. I recommend. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Love that for you.
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing? How are you doing, Gina?
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Hay fever's kicking my ass, I'm not gonna lie. But other than that, I'm blessed and highly favored, bro.
All right, okay.
Indeed, you know. Can't come in here and complain.
Mommy's back on that. All right. So,
Wait,
right.
We got
Wait, the
back, innit?
PR is PRing.
we got 2 weeks to go, right?
Charlie,
Less
from
than 2
Sunday.
weeks.
It's next week, Sunday. Do you know how scary that is?
Yeah.
Like, it's actually making me sick.
But isn't it like under 100 tickets left?
Yeah, to be fair.
You could sell out.
Yeah, but
You could sell out.
that's me. That's
Come
me.
on.
Yeah, exactly.
That's-
on.
What's the capacity again? What's the capacity again?
That's not the
Big
thing.
Gina, not the small Gina.
Guys.
Come on.
Hello. Enter back in the room, guys. Come on, let's focus.
Come on.
That's not. Do you know what I think it is? There's just always like. Do you know what it's just like? Oh, give me a break. With something. Do you know what I think? Can I be honest? I feel like this is the most unprepared I've been with like it being next week.
Okay.
Crazy. But it's all things that are not within my control.
Yeah.
If you get what I mean. Like I've done everything. Like I'm ready. It's there's just so many unanswered questions, and it's the venue in it. So you just have to like sit on your hands, which is annoying. I hate not being in control. I think that's what it is.
It's all gonna.
And now I'm at the mercy of somebody else. I'm just like,
Oh, it's all gonna work out.
100%.
It's a great feat already. Do you know what I mean?
no, it is. I just,
And
you
it's
know
a
what?
quick turnaround time as well. This is quicker than usual, right?
Yeah, by far.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I'm definitely like overwhelmed. Like I'm surprised. Like no, it's when people like you are always like, and like when I've spoken to people are like, why are you nervous? I'm like, guys, it's not, like I'm actually shocked. Like not like I didn't think we were gonna do it, but generally speaking, there was a big massive worry. Like I'd find myself, when I'm driving, I'll just kiss my teeth. I'll be driving in silence, and my brain is like on 100. I'll just kiss my teeth, like constantly, because I just keep thinking, oh, like, do you get what I mean? And then it's definitely exceeded my expectations for sure. Like I didn't think so much people would show up. Not that they wouldn't, but I don't know. When you just never know in it, and I never want to be overconfident because that's when it will humble you. So this already. I'm like, expect the worst, hope for the best, as opposed to the other way around, which isn't the best, but it keeps me grounded. So
I got an idea for you. Another AI joint. Obviously, you're coming to the parade on Sunday, innit?
Come on.
So you leave the parade and your ass on the top.
Mm.
You tell people we're bringing a carnival. Next.
full of
100%. 100%. You're dancing all the way. Come on.
oh,
Come on.
but yeah. And it's my birthday on the day. I keep forgetting that,
Yeah.
Really
Because it's
funny.
not. It's
He's
not
like, that's so not
supposed to
important. I keep forgetting. I'm like, wait, I actually turned a year older on that day.
It's so wonderful. What a wonderful birthday present.
No, honestly,
real.
people, like some people are like, oh, why do you want to, like, why would you do that? And I'm like, I don't think there's anything better than for me to do something I absolutely love and to be surrounded by like community.
Yeah,
To
man.
be honest, like, I'll take that over anything any day.
Yeah,
To be honest with you, literally.
Come on.
Double celebration.
Come on.
The PR's been PRing.
I'm trying.
I was like,
I'm really trying.
I was like, wait, hold on.
I feel like I'm everywhere.
Oh, yeah, I was like, wait, hold on. Gina's on Kate and Chris.
No, they're so funny though. Oh my
Any
days.
clip I see, I'm always in tears.
They are so
Always in tears.
hilarious.
They are funny.
And I was so nervous, because I was like, comedians, they're like, not that they're scary, but like anything goes, innit?
Yeah,
I was like, oh, are they gonna draw me out? But I held my own, to be honest. Like,
you can.
yeah, no, it was funny. They were even like, you know what? And then Kay was like, no, I went light on you. I said, yeah, sure you did. But yeah, no, it was actually good. It was good. They're really hilarious. But yeah, I can't wait to breathe though. Like I generally feel like I've been non-stop since the beginning of the year. So after this, I get to like defrost.
Yeah.
You're gonna go away?
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Yes, it's gonna be a great day. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Shadi asked you before, like, what's the capacity?
Can I be honest?
Mm-hmm.
We don't actually know.
See, infinite.
The reason, let me explain. It's never been done before, right? So right now we're literally going off what we think because we don't, and what we don't want to do is overestimate. And then, do you know what I mean? It's better to like have enough space than not have enough space, especially with the number of people coming. So we've kind of had to cap tickets to 1,500
Okay.
because we don't have a clue, and because we're having to use mats. So we weren't using mats before, and obviously I never use mats at events because it allows you to have more space. But
Yeah.
Fulham were like,
No.
gotta protect the pitch.
Yeah.
No mats, no events.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
and it's funny because that happened like last week. So we had to
Okay.
go and find 1,500 mats from somewhere.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You were speaking about that because you.
Yeah.
when
Yeah, because
Brent
I
said,
didn't
beat
want.
the bands thing,
Yeah,
and then
because
you was
we
like, you
didn't. We weren't gonna do. So we wanted to do mats first, and then I think Red Bull got quoted like 57 grand.
Excuse me.
You should have run that my way. I would have said, I'll provide
You
it.
do it.
Cut that in half.
Yeah.
Split that
Yeah,
tin.
honestly, they said 57k. Red Bull were like, absolutely not. So we're like, we're not doing mats. So we thought it was fine. Like, let's just not do mats. And again, like with that, you can just fill it how you want, right?
Yeah.
Then we had a call, and last week they were like, no mats, no event. Sorry, figure it out. So we've had to figure it out. So like based on measurements and stuff, and like, just basically like trying to figure out square meter. Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're like, It could work. It couldn't work.
They're saying protect the pitch, but they play football on it. I'm saying.
Do you know what I've realised? I don't. There's a lot of things I don't understand, and a lot of things that make sense to me. Don't make again. I don't understand the science.
Maybe I'm being.
Studs are different. I mean, you don't mash up the grass like that.
So you feel like you mash up the grass for trainers?
Much more.
Do you?
Yeah, much more.
More than football studs.
Yeah, much more.
Really?
Yeah.
How come?
Because it's pressed in. It's like fat needles, isn't it?
What studs?
Yeah.
So isn't that gonna make it worse?
As opposed to flat and you just jumping up and down all the time. No. It's like putting a rake in, and then having like a big bucket full of cement. And you just mashing it. Surface area.
Fair.
Yeah.
But then, my thing is though, we're building a stage, so you can't really care that much.
No.
No?
No.
Because I'm like, that's big. That's gonna take up space, and that's flat surface, and that's gonna be there for hours, right? So if you're worrying about
This
like,
is a flat surface?
no, but as in like, I don't know what it's gonna look like.
Touching hand.
What is playing?
What's going on?
Sweet Caroline.
Oh gosh.
Rendition.
Yeah.
Don't know what that was. Sorry, Gina.
Yeah. Basically. Yeah. It's fine. It is what it is, isn't it?
So what was the solution?
We're getting some from somewhere.
Are they gonna
Damn,
be?
it
Are
is
they gonna
mad.
be? Do you know if they're gonna be branded? Are they gonna be Red Bull?
So this
or are they
is the
gonna
thing.
be-
They're playing at the minute,
Mm.
and we're gonna get Sarah
Okay.
to figure it out. She said she can do something on it,
Oof, okay.
which is gonna be quicker. Because if we wanted to do it branded, it would have to come from China, which would take way too long
Yeah.
to get here on time.
Mhm.
So we're gonna try.
Okay.
So we shall see.
Would it have been too much to just tell everyone to bring their mats?
Do you know what? That was an option, but can I be honest with you? I want it to look nice.
Okay.
I don't want to deal with
Uniform.
10,000 different colours on that bit. It will, see that
It'll grind
drone
your
shot that I'm
geese,
after? I just
Yeah.
need...
Yeah, you said before.
Yeah.
I just want it to look nice. I don't want to see purple, green, multicoloured, yellow.
From
Yeah.
above though.
It's gonna look.
Yeah.
You could change the colour of the mats after the fact.
You're giving extra work in post. I don't.
For whom?
The editor.
You get body the
I need a quick turnaround. Tomorrow, hello, less than 24 hours, baby.
Come on.
So the less work you have to do in post, the more likely it's gonna thingy. So yeah. Do you know what? I think one of the options might be everyone gets to take it home. You know.
I was gonna say like if they're gonna keep them all, because where are you gonna store them and who's gonna store them? Yeah. Do you know what I
See all
mean?
those questions.
Yeah.
So
So that's a really nice gift.
right, Davina's really giving me tea, boy. It's about circumference and surface area. Grass costs a lot of money. They really look after the grasses. No, I know that I know that they're very like precious of the grass, because even when we went, they're like, no, you can't go in it. I was like, oh, okay. Like, I had to wait for a certain day to be given like
access to
approval.
them.
And I had a 15-minute window, by the way. Like, you got 15 minutes to figure out what you need to do. After that, wrap it up. Like, they're very like particular about it.
I agree, you shouldn't give it to them.
What? Sorry.
Store it. For next
Oh,
one.
storage, yeah. No, the thing is, ideally, I'm going to look into storage, because having that many mats will always come in handy at
100%.
some point.
When
And I can
you-
even rent them out.
And you do the savannah next.
Savannah.
Like a big
Yeah.
area of open grass and whatnot.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll figure it out.
Come on.
This is wonderful.
Nonetheless,
forward
I'm
to it.
excited.
Absolutely wonderful.
That's why my hair's like this.
on.
You're in preparation.
You go, girl.
Sweat, you know, all that.
Also, by the way, you see the weather, yeah? I find it really interesting that from, I think, Monday it's going to rain. But I'm like, nah, I'm not even impressed about it. No, don't worry, don't sigh. It's okay.
Okay.
It's going to be fine. Because by the time Sunday comes, the sun's going to come out again.
Come on.
Like, I'm not
Yeah.
even
Come on.
about it. I'm like, it's even good, because I don't want this weather. I think if it was this weather, no, it wouldn't be an
Too
enjoyable
much.
experience. It would be too hot.
Way too hot.
Way too hot, heat stroke, like people would like struggle with the, like, do you know what I mean? So I'm even happy that it's gonna rain, so it's gonna cool it down. And on the weekend it's gonna slowly but surely start to.
Is that what the forecast saying?
No, let me,
Okay,
Jesus
good.
Christ.
I can help with that as well.
What?
Oh, go for it.
Making sure the weather is correct.
Yeah, you
Let's
do
put
that.
all the pressure on Eman to
Don't
make
ask
sure.
him to do
Oh, I'll do it.
Yeah,
I'll do
I'll do it.
But I will.
100%.
He's fortified, so he can.
100%. What matters most? The product or where it gets
We're
sold?
good.
You understand?
Can you imagine?
I reckon that we should never see you with any other hairstyle.
I genuinely no. 'Cause I'm not gonna lie. I love her blow up. I generally think you have like you're. I tell you all the time, innit? Like best
Thank
natural,
you.
best natural hair ever. Like her hair is stunning.
Thank you.
So yes, this is nice, but I also love seeing her hair like blow in the wind.
Yeah.
You get what I
No,
mean?
wait. I don't get. When you're saying this should be the style.
102%.
Oh, okay.
What'd you say, man?
Why are you laughing?
Because apparently there must be something wrong with what we're doing. I want you to jump in first and then it's we. Right now
Oh.
it's me.
Yeah, but of course, I said it as soon as Christy came in.
All right. So I don't think it's a bad thing to say that, right?
No, but
apparently
we
you're
can't-
gonna find something.
But we can't cut
No,
them
who
at
said?
one
No,
hairstyle.
who said to find something? Who?
Wait patiently. Just calm down.
Oh my God.
Anybody? Any takers? Any takers? All right, it's done. So yeah.
I'm so confused. Like,
Oh man.
Don't worry.
No,
Don't
no,
worry.
no, no.
This is wonderful, Christy. Wonderful.
To be fair, I normally do, if I'm doing this, a stitch braid, it's normally up.
Oh, okay.
I don't ever, I just didn't think it would suit me. Even then, I wanted to do all back, but I was just like,
It's still. I think we'll see.
I was like, So I said, let me just do thingy. But when she finished or whatever, her colleague was like, no, it will suit you.
Yeah, I think it was. Well.
So I might run the all back
yeah.
again
Oh, you
after this.
should.
Yeah.
Try something different.
Yeah, just like
options.
I can't lie,
yeah.
I'm very stuck in my ways. My friend was saying you always say this won't suit you, this, and then you do
But
something,
you never know.
and then
until
it's like
you
I'll be like,
try,
oh, this is
right?
so nice.
Yeah.
And you never know until you try it. And you know what I've come to realize? Worst case scenario, if you don't like it, take it out. It is what like it's, you're not gonna die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So
Yes. Well, we do have an amazing guest today. So I do want us to get through some of the videos quickly. There's a couple of videos. You guys' favorite doctor. You know what I'm saying? Qualified.
Whose favourite doctor?
Definitely Sade's.
Yours.
Yeah, definitely.
Yours, not mine.
That's yours. Bro.
Definitely not
You don't
mine.
even know who I'm talking about.
I definitely no, Cheyenne.
Actually,
Don't
no,
sound.
shout out to the listeners' couch because I haven't finished all, but I've watched like half. Shout out to them.
Come on.
Shout out to the first episode.
Hope everyone's seen the episode as
I'm
well.
gonna finish off, but yes.
You know what I'm saying? At the listeners' couch, TNB on everything. You know what I'm saying? Watch that first episode. Amazing. And that's just a little glimpse of what's to come. You know what I'm saying? So please, everybody support that, man. Yes. So Brent,
Before
first
we
video.
go into that, shout out to Temi.
Big up Temi every time.
I told you each time she brings an author in, they bring or they donate a couple books
Yes.
to the TNB library.
Mm-hmm.
And Temi O was on yesterday.
Oh.
Fantastic conversation, and she brought a couple books.
Mm.
Yeah. But Temi, the original Temi, like she took one.
Mm.
Yeah. But she has to basically. She needs to run it back.
Mm.
Yeah. But anyway, she has 2 events coming up, and they're going to be hosted right here at the TNB Community Hub.
Because where else would they be hosted?
You understand?
Where
Come on.
else should they be indeed? Let me just do this. All right. The first one is on the 4th of June.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be a conversation with Marvelous. I think that's how she says her name, Marvelous.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest is Michael or Michael Anderson. But I call him Marvelous with Bridget. It's going to be wonderful. Apparently there's going to be a surprise in both of these events that is going to blow my mind. 6:30 to 10 p.m. The tickets are going to be in the description box and also the first pinned comment on YouTube. Make sure and run it up. Few spaces left. Second event is going to be with Foluso Agbaje. I think. Is that how you pronounce it? Manuel?
You have to go a bit. Foluso.
Foluso
Yeah, Foluso.
Agbaje.
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 I think, yeah.
It's going to be a fantastic event. Again, it's going to be here at our home.
Sorry, so random. Sorry. Can you speak Yoruba fluently?
The old dialect.
Let me finish this. Let me finish this.
The one that most people use.
Crazy.
You
Can't
can
help
definitely
it.
speak.
Sorry,
probably
Temi.
more than Yoruba, probably.
Look at what we
Well, what?
sent it into.
What can you Tree? Sorry, that's why I don't pronounce
Oh,
it.
really?
Nah,
You can.
Oh.
Don't try it.
no. Go on, Brent.
Sorry, it's just the way he said it. I had to just randomly. My apologies, Black King.
Oh.
I liked it.
Oh, God.
All right, so run that up to. It's going to be wonderful. Temi has something wonderful planned, like I said, about the first one. I'm excited. I don't even want to know. I just want to find out. It just better not be silly. It just better not be silly. Hear me, Temi? Doors open at 6:30 and the start time is 7 p.m. prompt. There's food and all of that lovely stuff. Let's get it cracking. Come on. Also, shout out to one of our favorite people in the world, Ed.
Big up, Ed.
I'm waiting for him to return so he can give us a rundown about his championship journey to Leipzig and back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out Crystal Palace, my second favorite London team, and they won the European
they
Cup.
did their thing, man.
They won the European Cup. It's wonderful, wonderful scenes.
Mhm.
So when it is Ed returns, he shall give us a nice breakdown.
Well, that's a nice birthday present for him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
for
traveled
real.
there as well. You get me? Yeah. I just hope no one was racist in that. Anywho, make sure you come through on Saturday for Arsenal versus PSG, where we will witness Arsenal win their very first European Cup.
Come on. It's gonna be a great day.
It's going to be the most wonderful day ever. And I think 3 people are going to have mics. There's going to be Yusuf, there's going to be Woodsy, and there's going to be Gigi. So come true.
Would you take your daughter to the parade?
I'm
And
still thinking about it, you know.
that is it.
You know that's a no. You know
What?
you're gonna take your daughter there.
Yeah, I might do.
For real.
Yeah, it's gonna be loads of kids there.
Wow.
I feel like there is gonna be.
Nah, people gonna be bringing their kids.
Like,
But,
there's gonna be
oh.
loads.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I believe that they will.
Follow the sound of our voices.
They will.
I feel like there's gonna be loads of kids.
Okay.
Oh,
You even see babies.
yeah.
Follow the good energy and the melanated skin. Morning. How are you? I'm good, thank you. Oh, come on. All right. You can take a seat there. Oh, did you see where the restrooms were? No. All right. Let me show you quickly.
It's gonna be loads of kids there, you know.
Yeah.
Arsenal's a family team.
I feel like it
Okay.
is, to be honest.
Yeah, multiracial, multi-genders. What's the other things that we care about nowadays?
Multicultural.
You tell me.
Yeah, there's gonna be
what
a
else do you care
plethora.
about? Seriously, nothing. Basically.
Where is it again?
The whole of London, basically.
Yeah, man.
No, but where is there not one specific place?
London.
Highbury. I don't know. Where are they
No,
based? Finsbury Park.
Everyone's trying to negotiate their spots, you know.
So let
like
me
no
ask
one
you a
knows.
question. So how does this work? Like,
You follow the
Isn't
spirit of
there-
things.
because
There's a
it's been
bus,
22
ain't
years,
it?
Yes.
There's a route.
Yeah.
okay, so explain to me. Is it
I
like,
think
doesn't
there's
know.
a bus. I don't know.
is it
That's
like
no clue.
carnival where you go through like are
Like
there floats?
follow a route and stuff.
Is there
I don't
float-
think
are
there's
He
there
floats.
does not know.
Okay, let me
Can you
ask you,
imagine?
do you know?
Yeah, there are no
Then answer
floats.
the question.
Let's see.
I wasn't here. I just came.
Sorry, I
I'm
apologize.
pretty sure there's a
Black King.
bus, no?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the football is on the top of the bus.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Yeah, and it
usually
goes
they
through.
raise the thing at some point, but I don't think that's
When
happening.
you say raise the
Yes.
thing, what's,
Yeah.
Precisely.
what's the thing?
the
Trophy.
trophy.
Okay, so why is that not happening?
Because it's just too
Because too many. Because
many people.
maybe 1 million people.
Crazy numbers.
1 to 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Between 1
are
and 2
gonna be
million.
there.
So why wouldn't they lift the trophy?
Because
It's gotta be a
It
madness.
could be dangerous. Or
Yeah.
What, someone might try and
They are going to try and get the trophy.
It's Brits.
Someone's going to try and touch it.
They will
yeah.
even try to climb the bus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so go on, Brent.
They will.
Continue.
What camera is that?
Wait.
Nanna, by the way. Hi, guys.
Hi.
I've seen your faces.
Ah.
Oh.
I don't.
Remember names.
Yeah.
Mm.
Also, socials overwhelm me so much.
Okay.
They overwhelm me too.
Sure they do.
So this is Gina.
I'm Gina.
This is Emmanuel. This is Shadi.
Hi.
And this is Christy. And my name is Brent.
Oh, you have your original name today. You've changed.
I don't lie anymore.
What's this morning?
What, this morning? 5 minutes ago.
This is true.
I was lying when I said you look amazing today.
I know.
Decided to take that. Gosh.
But yesterday he told me he was adopted.
Yes, I heard.
Did you see that?
I heard.
He's adopted. Gina, he told me he was adopted. And I asked him to confirm and he said, yes, I am adopted.
And I said it was very traumatic, but
Yes.
you know, it's now a piece.
Because I just do not believe you.
Here we go.
I can't.
Calling
I
me
can't
a liar
believe you.
again.
Yes.
It's not right, bro.
You know you wasn't adopted.
Well, you told you were adopted by your family.
He's lying.
That
He's
was-
lying.
Sister,
He's
sister,
lying.
don't.
Because that's what my family did to me.
Damn.
See, it runs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
theme.
my siblings, they were like, you were adopted. We found you on the beach. And,
See?
Oh, so,
All my
but that,
It's not a joke.
but that's.
That's
They
just
were
bad
joking.
art.
They were joking you.
Yeah.
But you didn't take it.
Not the
Was you,
trauma on the face.
was you actually adopted though?
I don't know.
Exactly. So your older siblings were basically like trying to like bully you.
But my cousins, my everybody.
Yeah, so it was all, they made a pact.
Wow.
I guess so.
Yeah, they made a
Whatever,
pact.
But, you know,
He-
affects
he-
me today.
He's not adopted. He knows he's not adopted. You should see his brother. They look like
They look
twins.
alike.
Yes.
Oh.
I was
So
saying.
Stephen
And they
adopted
sound
too,
alike.
and they sound the same.
saying.
Maybe
And it
the
was just
sound alike bit is not.
That's nothing.
the-
Just have to be Trinidadian.
It's not.
No, no, they
That's
do
not
have a
the
similar
marker.
tone.
That's the
No,
marker.
I'm not saying no, but
So you
I'm
and
saying
Stephen don't look alike.
specifically.
You
no.
do look
Oh,
alike.
whatever.
You do. That's
You're
what I
annoying.
thought.
They do look alike.
And I'm just like, oh, like.
Wait, Shada, you actually took it. You actually took him serious.
You know what? I can. You know my recall
changed.
sometimes. No,
No,
I
I
wasn't taking
expected
him
more
serious.
from you.
What do you mean?
I feel like you could. I feel like you could call out a. You know what I mean?
He lies constantly, Gina. I don't know what's reality. I don't know.
I was like, when he said it, I said, "It's not even gonna take it."
And he's looking me dead in my eye, and
You know
I'm just
what?
like,
I think.
is this guy for real?
I think you still haven't sussed out like maybe I think I've got like a decade of
Yeah,
experience.
you have.
Yeah.
I've got a decade of experience, so
With him.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's probably why I
Right,
see
you're
straight
just
through it.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Brent just
True.
constantly.
And can I be
just
honest?
don't
He
know
never
the
used to
truth.
lie, you know.
Did he not? When did he start? When did he start?
I feel like Brent started lying like when he got here.
Oh, look at this! What's
He's changed. He never. By the way, he
Thank
never offers us water.
Thank you.
Because he's showing off because you're here.
Yeah.
He's absolutely showing
Showing
off
off
because you're here.
But in all honesty, when we was at the old studio, he never used to lie. He was actually
Really?
of sound
So
mind.
since he's got the
I
new
feel like
studio,
since he's got the new studio,
oh okay,
it's
so
like
now
it's
you're
amplified.
lying. But the thing is, Eman be lying too. So I'm just sitting here sometimes. What?
Me?
What is reality?
I've never
This is
lied.
me. Honestly, I just don't know, man.
No, I don't
Can't
lie.
trust anything.
The way he was
To be fair, Emmanuel gets away with it.
On
Brent has
all
pointed
the
this out,
time,
and to
all
be
the
fair,
time.
Emmanuel does
Wait,
get
what?
away with it.
I've not
He
done
does.
anything.
You do
You
get
know
away
why
with
you get away with it? Because he's much worse.
Yeah.
So you kind of like just blend in the
You fall-
background.
you fall under the radar.
Under the radar.
Look at the
I,
little
I
flaw
don't even.
coming
I don't even know what you're talking about. I never lie on the show or anywhere else.
So we've
All right. All right. So, in fact, before we get to the videos, we have a wonderful guest in the building.
Come on.
Come on.
About you.
yeah.
No, sorry. You said we have a wonderful guest. She started looking around. We're talking about you. Hello. No, she literally was like, "Oh, okay. Where they at?"
Thank you.
Obviously, I'm going to do my due intro in due time. You understand? But yeah. Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Good morning. You guys are early risers.
Yeah.
Not by choice.
Early.
Yeah.
It was a struggle today.
Girl.
Not by choice.
I see myself.
When that alarm goes off, I'm just
I've been
like,
struggling.
you know
There it is.
what I did today? I sat. You know the meme, the image where she sat on the
On
edge
the
of
edge
her
of the bed. Yeah.
with her arms. That was me. I sat there with my fan and was just like,
I've been doing that daily. I can't lie.
Let's see.
Well, I have been
Yeah.
getting out of bed at 6:30. I'm really proud of myself.
Oh.
Like out of the bed, right?
And then what'd you do?
Oh, my routine. No, I always want to tell people my routine when no one's interested. So here we go. So, so I get out of bed and then I go into the kitchen and I clear up what's left of what needs to be cleared up because I have a little boy. And I do my coffee and then I go into the living room and I have to hoover before I do anything
At
else.
6 something in the morning?
Yeah.
Your poor neighbours.
No, because the thing is there's dirt, you see? And I don't want to walk through it because I have one of those hoovers that shines the light on stuff.
Oh, okay.
And even when I
Yeah.
didn't, I have a real thing with dust and stuff. And somehow my house, I don't know what it is, my flat generates dust. Like you go to sleep, you come back and it's like there's a film and you're like, what's going on? So I do that. And I have my coffee and I sit down and I judge everybody on socials. Urge myself. Yep. And then, yeah.
What time are we at now? 7
So
a.m.?
by 7-ish,
Okay.
and then I spend about an hour journaling, writing, trying to get my brain into gear, hoping my son doesn't wake up.
And you don't wake him up with the Hoover?
Huh?
And you don't wake him up with the Hoover?
No, because he's it's not that loud, and also he's at that point he's really in sleep,
Deep sleep.
so you know he's just he just lets it be.
Smoking
Either that or I use a brush if I think it's going to be a disturb, then I just like sweep and then get the Hoover afterwards. But I have to sweep and I have to, if I haven't done my kitchen the night before, my kitchen has to be done. I have to do my French press and then sit down and then you know pretend I'm childless and single. Like, yeah, this is the life. And then, Mummy! Yeah, so that's my routine. It's very exciting. Very exciting.
Love that.
Like reset every morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
It's necessary, man.
Is that what you do? What do you do in the mornings?
I wake up, I greet everybody, you know what I'm saying? Arsenal alaikum.
As a true
And then-
Yoruba man. Great.
And then I start praying for the world, man. You understand?
you
Yeah.
See what I mean?
And then I come here and cause
Exactly,
problems.
yeah.
Can't help it.
That's all he gets?
I used to pray for the world.
Interesting.
Can you imagine?
You pray for the
I
world?
used to.
Oh, you used to?
Yeah, when I
Oh,
was
why did you
younger.
stop?
Because. No, now I kind of, I pray that I won't be a menace to the world.
Oh.
You know.
That is my
Was you a
prayer
menace
too, you
before?
know.
Not the
I
daily.
feel like, no, I think I'm getting to that stage where I don't want to be that woman that's a menace, you know? And with the age and everything and all the changes and all the, I don't care anymore. I don't want to be, I want to not care, but I don't want to be a menace,
Yeah.
right? Because I feel like we slip into that very quickly. We don't even realize, and then we blame everybody else, right? So I'm just like, just humble me. Keep me humble. No, seriously, I do, because I'm so arrogant.
You know what? I love the honesty.
Honestly.
I tell people look at me like, do you mean, like they think I'm saying it for jokes, and I'm like, no, you need to come spend a day with me. I am full of myself. But Jesus humbles me all the time. Trip over myself.
Pick up the black Jesus.
The always black Jesus.
That's
Always
it.
has been, hasn't he?
That's it.
Dark.
You understand?
Yeah.
Melanin jam packed.
Yep.
You understand? Not that. In fact, let me continue. You understand? Before I start. Anyway, right, we got some videos.
All right, so before we move into the videos, quick message to all the TMB investors. Stephen, by the end of the week, or at the end of the week, he's going to be sending you an email about our annual report. So please look out for that email. I've done my due. Thank you very much.
Cool.
All right, let's move on to the first video.
Dr. Cheyenne, she's back in the building. And she had a little situation with TOURE. So yeah, there's some slides you have to slide across, Brent.
I love how you're keeping her name, the title.
It literally doesn't have doctor there, but that's what
There wasn't enough space to fit in. That's why they just had to stick to
Can you imagine?
Cheyenne Bryant.
Doc, what do you think about?
Doc, yeah, that.
because at this point he didn't know she wasn't a doctor. Can you set it up? Because this was years ago.
Oh, this was years ago.
Yeah, this isn't recent. No, it was maybe a year ago.
Oh, was
It
it?
was a year ago.
Okay.
Yeah. So no one knew she wasn't a doctor at the point of this
So
recording.
she's actually not a doctor.
Nah.
Allegedly.
So she just
No,
gave,
it's not allegedly.
So she just gave
She's
herself the
not a
name.
doctor.
did she give herself the name? So why?
Yeah, she trademarked it.
Is she honorary doctor or something like she?
I
got
don't
a
even think has she got.
Not-
she's not an honorary doctor.
That one
She's
I
got
definitely
honorary
think she didn't
degrees.
get.
She's got honorary degrees, but she's not a doctor.
Right.
Sorry, your combo. I'm probably staring, but I'm like,
Oh yeah, I'll
it's
say-
nice.
Yeah,
I'm.
bro.
No, oh yes.
Oh, have you been asking?
You know what? I have actually got something for you, but I keep forgetting it. I will bring it. I will bring it.
What's the combo?
It's
What's
her lip combo.
Combo.
I'm
Okay.
literally staring at her lip.
And every single
Actually,
time.
Because you have to scream eight times.
as you're talking, I'm like, I don't want her to think I'm
Thank
being
you.
weird because I'm really staring at her mouth. But I'm like, oh my gosh, your lip combo is
Yes.
really nice.
Thank you. Okay, cool. It's
It
the
is.
next thing. Thank you. Thank
Come
you,
on.
guys.
Big up the combos and that.
Mm-hmm.
Understand?
Have your lip combo, bro.
Wow.
Did you?
It's just natural, you understand?
No, actually,
Just, you know?
yeah. Okay.
Nah, it's Vaseline for men.
You said Vaseline for men.
Yeah, you have to be specific.
Why are you getting that one? Fuck! Get ready
Oh
for the
my
parade,
God.
yeah?
No.
You know what I'm saying, Kisty? Never mind. Play it.
About the notion of holding parents criminally responsible for their children's behavior.
I said it earlier. I said it's circumstantial. I think that if a parent is neglecting their child of what's needed for them to be mentally stable and healthy and be in a state of mind where they can actually, operate as a citizen who isn't impaired, then I think that that parent who's providing those resources, should not be have consequence or discipline. But again, if you're neglecting your child in any manner, I think there should be consequences to a parent, no matter what, if there's neglect at the hands of a child. But y'all know how I feel. I feel gentle parenting makes for a child. I think that there are rules and in their structure, and there's a thing called boundaries, and boundaries have been proven to create healthy relationships, not just between people, but for that person within themselves. And if we raise kids with no boundaries and no structure,
Doc, what do you think about the notion?
and discipline, they go out into the world and they don't understand that, and they end up being in battles, and they end up actually having a lot of issues with law enforcement. They end up being the child that's disruptive in school and class because they don't understand that the world doesn't revolve around them. There's a big world that they are able to participate in, but they cannot be the center of attention to everything. And so I'll end on saying that what I do agree with is that every child is different, and that every child may not necessarily need the same level of discipline, but every child does need structure and discipline in order for that child to grow up and be an adult who understands that this is the law of the land, this is how life works, and successful people, not just only externally, but internally, what they do carry at the nucleus of who they are is discipline and boundaries.
If gentle parenting creates gentle children, sign me up. I definitely want to create more gentle adults, especially men. Hold on, everybody, especially men.
You are a discipline.
My God,
You
are you kidding?
very, very.
Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. That's what we need in the world is more gentle men who understand.
You're very gentle, and it comes at an angle that doesn't always work for people.
Let's just stop and go back, because I'm wrapping the show and you're interrupting me.
First of all,
this is what we spent a whole meeting on this.
First of all,
TOURE,
first of all, TOURE,
why don't you let me wrap the show? I'm ending the show. What is the point of interrupting me? We're getting out of here. Like, what is the point? What is the point? It says go to host stuff up.
When you're talking to me, lower your fucking voice when you're talking to me, because you're acting very, very gentle, very soft, and very feminine. And this is the problem. TOURE, you talk to your wife like that. You don't talk to me like that. I am not your wife. You don't talk to me like that. I'm not your wife, gentle. I'm not your wife, softy. Don't talk to me, gentle.
You are
a very, very.
Hold on, guys. That's what we need in the world.
How do we get
more
be like that. You talk to your wife like that, not me. TOURE, talk to your wife like that. Do not talk to me like that. That is not how you That is not how you professionally approach me. Don't fucking talk to me like that. Check.
Frank and Ariva, I apologize.
Check yourself. You don't talk to me like that.
Hold
talk
on,
to your
Doc.
wife like that.
But what
Doc,
did he
hold
say?
on.
That
Shut the fuck up talking to me like that.
I don't get
That's
it.
what you do. That's what you do.
I don't get it. The ego came from nowhere because I don't think he said anything
tap
that would
into your gentleness real quick.
would trigger that
still
kind of
talking.
response.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as someone who's saying they're a doctor,
Are we ready?
well, you're calling.
I've been ready.
You're saying the man is
I've been
feminine,
ready.
and you're saying he's
Yeah.
gentle, and you're doing all
Very
of this.
good, Frank. You got.
Be like that. You talk.
Yeah. It's unnecessary, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your.
It's not my anything. I don't know.
No. That's your fave.
All I was
Your
saying
favorite
was
doctor in the world.
impossible. All I was basically saying is, before we start saying she's not a doctor, we have to be sure before we take away 7 years of practice. This black woman is saying, yo, I'm a doctor, right? She's giving you reasons for why she is a doctor.
Why is she a doctor?
Because she said she studied, she got a degree, she did a PhD. University's closed down, by the way, it don't exist no more.
Yes, but you can still access.
No,
You
and
can
she
still
said she
access-
can't access her transcripts,
And
you
she's
absolutely
lying.
can.
And you can.
No, but she can't access hers. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
You honestly need to unpack why you're going so ham for this woman.
No.
You don't even know.
All I'm saying is sometimes, certain things don't seem to make sense, but they could be true. And all I was saying was before we start saying she's a goddamn liar, let's be sure. That's all I said. You know what I'm saying?
I think we are sure though.
Okay,
we are because there's no evidence. So
Can we just say she's delusional before
Yes.
anything else?
Yes,
how
we
much
can.
delusion do you need to have to contradict yourself in the same less than 5 minutes about boundaries and then gentle
Discipline
and then discipline and
There was
then
there was no discipline.
at
No, it's-
all.
You couldn't control or exercise discipline in that moment because apparently someone triggered you and you're effing and blinded.
And that's another thing. The effing and blinding comes out too
I think
quick
it was
for me.
Yeah.
Do you know what it was given? It's given
Crazy.
Real Housewives or something.
Yes. Yeah, but
No, but
yeah, people
I mean,
say
she was,
that though.
she was on
about
Basketball
her.
Wives.
This is
Yeah.
what I was thinking. Do you know what? I was thinking, where do I know her from? She's from basketball. She is, right?
She went on Basketball Wives.
Yeah, that's where I know her from. Because I was thinking she looks really familiar.
Yeah. And then what's her name was even questioning her. Who's the dark skinned? Not Jennifer. What's the other one? Brooke Bailey.
Okay.
Yeah, like because she was holding an event, honoring some past people from LA or something, and she called. I think he was like a some type of. He's in politics. I don't know what the title was, official title. And then she was on the podium, and then she called him up, and she was just like, she called his name, and she was like, "Oh, and you look funny looking." I was thinking, is this how we're addressing people that you're meant to be honouring? And then people were just like, "Wait, what's going on here?" And then like, she was honouring some other people, and she was like, "Oh, can we all stand? Can the people like stand?" And some of the cast members didn't stand. Not even some of the cast. A couple other people did not stand. She just picked out one person, and she was like, "Yeah, and you didn't stand." I was thinking, what kind of professional? And then she came over to address why she didn't stand, and the woman was just like, "I'm not the only one here that's not standing, you know. So why are you coming to address me in the middle of your event? Like, what are we doing here? Like, that's not even professional." So I was just like, people have been running them clips back, and it's like, see, people should have known that she's just looking for. I didn't even know she was on Teen Mum.
Yeah,
I didn't even know.
she's been grifting for a long
So-
time.
So what did she do on Teen Mum?
She was a psychologist, or
Can you imagine?
yeah. So do you know what I mean? From then, she's been lying. This is the woman that you want to.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. Imagine
then.
your therapist that don't fucking talk to me and fucking talk to
You know what I
your
mean?
wife and fucking.
Can you
I'd
imagine?
be like,
I know they're arguing off camera. Basically, they've argued off camera, and it spilled over.
It's spilled over, yeah.
100%.
Because he said we've had meetings, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Do you know what I mean?
we've got another clip there from Tory, and he explains a bit more of the context in it.
This is not it. This is it.
so it's even his show.
Yeah.
Are talking at once, the audience can't hear either of them, and it's terrible TV. We've talked about this 100 times, but she won't stop.
Very, very.
Hold on,
You're not
guys.
a
Hold on, guys.
gentleman.
Hold on, guys.
You're
Hold on,
very
guys.
For a second time, I'm telling her again, hold on, please stop talking. I'm the host and I'm not relenting. That means you must stop talking. Let me do my job. I've got to be able to do my job as far as shaping the conversation for maximum impact and holding us on time. When you interrupt me, you're making it impossible for me to do my job.
That's what, hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. That's what we need in the world is more gentle men who understand.
Ray, you're very gentle, and it comes
But even though she has nothing to say, she is dying to interrupt me.
very, very.
Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. That's what, hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. That's what we need.
She's attacking me now. You're very gentle. She intends it to seem emasculating. She's basically saying, you're gay. I can hear her talking
100%.
a lot while I'm talking.
100%.
And by now I know we've talked at the same time for a while. This is bad TV. She's like a barrier preventing me from doing my job. And because we had talked about that specific issue all season long, I got upset.
Stop. Let's just stop. Let's just stop. Let's just stop. Let's just stop and go back. Because I'm wrapping the show and you're interrupting me.
First of all,
This is what we spent a whole meeting on this.
We spent a whole meeting on this because we had spent a whole meeting with the producer to explain again this one issue. Don't interrupt him when he's wrapping the show. When he's doing any of the traffic cop business of hosting the show, as in moving us from one segment to the next or ending the show. I have to be able to do those things without her breaking in to say nothing.
oh, Teray,
I'm
first of
wrapping
all,
the show.
Teray.
Why don't you let me wrap the show? I'm ending the show.
First of all,
What is the point of interrupting me? We're getting out of here. Like, what is the point? What is the point? It says go to host wrap up.
When
And
you're
even
talking
still,
to me.
I said, why don't you let me wrap the show? I'm explaining why I'm upset. I'm focused on the issue at hand. So now the supposed doctor, who's supposedly a talk therapist, who supposedly understands conflict management, is cursing at me and mocking me for having feelings and trying to trigger me further. This is not professional TV demeanor, but it's definitely not a professional therapist with a doctorate. That's clear.
Because you're acting very, very gentle, very soft, and very feminine.
She's trying to trigger me. She's trying to say,
100%.
you're gay. Because I'm upset that she broke protocol for the millionth time.
Soft and very feminine.
I'm very feminine, she says. I'm not proud that I lost my cool, but even though I was upset, I remained focused on the issue. Your interrupting is making it impossible for me to do my job. And we had a whole meeting about that. She's attacking my manhood.
I'm not your wife, Softy.
I'm not your wife, Softy. Again, with the attempted emasculation. Again, trying to amp up the problem and not taking any accountability. Again, trying to trigger me, trying to insult me, going way out of bounds. I am not trying to insult her. I'm saying, let me do my job. She's pulling off her earrings and smearing on the Vaseline.
Don't fucking talk to me like that. Check.
Frank and Ariva, I apologize.
Check yourself. You don't talk to me like that.
Hold
talk
on,
to your
Doc.
wife like that.
Doc, hold on.
This is not a person with a doctorate in psychology. I don't need to see any transcripts. She still was mad wild even after I stopped talking.
Shut the fuck up talking to me like that. That's what you do. That's what you do.
From the first conversation we had, I did not believe she was a doctor, and I always bristled at being asked to call her that. It never felt right. I could tell she was nobody's intellectual.
I think it's 50-50.
That last line, huh?
I think it's 50-50.
What do you mean?
He's throwing his handbags out too, isn't it?
What, in this clip here, you mean?
Yeah, but I feel like he's doing that in response to how I don't think her behavior was warranted. I don't think he did anything to warrant the effing and simping, like you're softy. I think talk with to your him- wife. And you know what I hate? I hate when people do that and bring like his wife is she's minding her own business and now she's catching a stray. What do you mean talk to your wife like that? Because as the wife, now me and you've got a problem. Because what do you mean?
I'm not part of this conversation. I'm not. Do you know what I mean? And now
Nowhere to be seen.
I'm catching a stray. You must have lost your goddamn mind.
She has.
Oh, he has a wife.
I don't know if
Yeah,
he
no,
has,
he does.
but I'm just.
Yeah.
Kids. He's yeah. I follow him.
I don't know anything about
love
him,
Ture.
but I'm just saying.
Yeah, he's been in the music industry for years. Interviewing.
Yeah, music journalist.
Okay.
Yeah, he's well known and well respected. So I don't even know what he was doing with her on the show. I mean, she's oh.
It's a shame. It's a shame. Anyway, let's get into some headlines.
Wasn't there one more video?
Yeah, I'm gonna play one of the headlines.
All right.
Yeah. All right, people. So our first headline: Britain is at risk of a lost generation if ministers fail to urgently tackle youth unemployment, with fears over 1 million young people could be locked out of work, education, and training in the next 5 years. Alan Milburn, who's the former Labour Health Secretary, who is leading a review of the issue for the government, will warn the UK that it faces a generational fault line, blaming a lack of entry-level jobs caused by a failure of a system stuck in the past. In his interim report, Mr. Milburn will also warn that without urgent action, the number of young people who are NEET, who are not in education, employment, or training, will rise from 1 in 8 to 1 in 6 young people by 2031, pardon me, basically affecting 1.25 million young people. Warning that the first rung of the career ladder has thinned, the review found first jobs or work experience is often now out of reach for many young people, keeping them in a hopeless catch-22. 6 in 10 have never had a job. 20 years ago, that figure was closer to 4 in 10. Detachment is no longer temporary. For too many young people, it is becoming permanent. We are at risk of a lost generation. Damn shame. Next headline, and a new French migrant detention centre the UK has offered to help fund is facing a legal challenge that could hamper a £660 million deal to tackle illegal crossings of the English Channel. The lawsuit could delay the opening of the centre, which the UK has only agreed to contribute money towards once the facility near Dunkirk has opened. The Home Office said that funding for the centre from a £160 million pot would be withdrawn if the deal was not delivering proven results within its first year. The legal challenge risks hindering a key part of the agreement, which the Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood said would help restore order and control to our borders when signing the deal in France last month. Next headline, and your favourite PM is back in the news, man. Sir Keir Starmer, he has said that the UK and Poland are facing no greater challenge than Russian aggression, as the two countries signed a new defence and security treaty. The Prime Minister described the agreement as providing a generational uplift in the relationship with Poland. Downing Street said that the treaty's aims included supporting defence jobs, helping respond to cyber attacks, improving border security, and also dismantling organised crime groups. But Ed Arnold, who's a defence advisor at the D Group and a senior associate fellow at the RUSI think tank, questioned the impact of the treaty and basically said, how is it different basically from all the other previous agreements between the two countries? Next headline, and a number of migrants who crossed the English Channel over the bank holiday weekend have been charged with illegal immigration offences, with some of them actually being jailed. So 3 people from Turkey, Algeria and Albania were prosecuted for arriving in the UK without entry clearance. This is what the CPS has said, the Crown Prosecution Service. They've all pled guilty at Folkestone Magistrates Court in Kent and were sentenced to 8 months in prison. 3 more people, 2 from Sudan and 1 from Iran, were charged with endangering the lives of others during a sea crossing and were remanded in custody. It comes after 989 migrants moved and arrived into the UK on small boats between Friday and Monday, amid sunny weather and calmer waters in the Channel. Have you guys ever thought to yourself that you'd like... Hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say here.
Tread carefully.
Maybe one day wanted to see what goes on at the border. Because how is, in a couple of days, almost 1,000 people just making it into the country?
I think the way they conflate or the way they inflate the situation is ridiculous, because if you look at the actual stats between 2018 and now, the amount of people that have come through, it's really, really low. It would be interesting to see.
Exactly.
But again, whenever they collate these numbers, the really important thing is to look at where they're collating the numbers from. Are they, because people can become legal because their stay has, you know, lapsed, and then they're just like, oh, there's so many people, thousands of people, and it creates a sense of, oh my goodness, we're being overrun, when that is so far from the truth. You know, but again, the general public, whoever we are always given the wrong information so that we can be sort of puppeted. That's how I feel, because when you do search, the information is there, but a lot of us just don't look. Right? The information is all on all the government websites, it's all there. When you do search, you're like, oh, it's not so bad. You know? So yeah, I think when it comes to immigration, when it comes to those topics, it's really important for us to not get emotionally invested in air. Right? Because if they're giving us the wrong information, why am I look dumb if I get so upset and then I find out that actually it's not true.
This is it.
You know. So yeah.
All right. Our next set of headlines: young asylum seekers in the UK are more than twice as likely to be assessed as adults by immigration officers as by social workers. This according to Home Office data. So between July 2025 and March 2026, 4,320 initial age decisions made by immigration officials found 1,363 new arrivals, that's 32%, to be children. During the same period, out of 1,756 completed age assessments carried out by local authority social workers, 1,198 individuals, so now 68%, were recorded as children. The information which the Home Office is publishing for the first time is being released at a time when some politicians have accused adult asylum seekers of pretending to be children. The Home Office says initial assessments by immigration officers are typically made at pace, often with limited or incomplete information. Local authority age assessments are often conducted over a period of 6 to 8 weeks. Next headline, and the Labour chair has given Nigel Farage 24 hours, he's been watching Bouncer, 24 hours to report to security services the claim that his phone was hacked by Russian-linked actors, or the party will do it for him. So in a letter to the Reform UK leader, Anna Turley said it was in the public and national interest to ensure that a suspected overseas hack of a senior politician's phone by a hostile state was properly investigated. A Reform spokesperson said that the incident had been reported to the relevant authorities without saying who these were. Skepticism has continued over Farage's claim, made in a Sunday newspaper, that foreign state actors, mostly likely serving Moscow, had accessed his phone and leaked information about the £5 million gift that he received from Christopher Harborne, who was a cryptocurrency billionaire that is based in Thailand. So in her letter, Turley basically asked Farage, who has largely avoided media scrutiny in recent weeks, to set out why Harborne gave him the money in the run-up to the 2024 general election. Farage initially said that the sum was intended to pay for his security, but later characterized it as a reward for his campaigning on Brexit. Everybody knows he's lying. You know what I'm saying? Might as well do the last set headlines as well, Brent. Can you get the last video set up, please, after this one? So the US President Donald Trump has said that he is not satisfied yet with the terms of the deal being negotiated with Iran. He said Tehran was very much intent on reaching an agreement to end the conflict, but added so far they haven't got there, repeating Washington's willingness to resume strikes if one is not reached. His remarks came after Iranian state TV reported what it said were details of a draft agreement, which included reopening the Strait of Hormuz and also the withdrawal of US forces from the region. The White House branded the text a complete fabrication. Both sides signaled progress had been made towards a deal late last week, prompting speculation an announcement was close. However, Tehran soon cautioned the deal was not imminent, while Trump said that he had instructed his negotiators not to rush into one. And our next headline, Brent, if you don't mind playing the video, this is basically about, you remember, obviously we've been talking about xenophobia and all the nonsense that's happening in South Africa. Well, the first Ghanaians who have been evacuated from South Africa. They're here, man. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, not here, but they've been taken out of South Africa. So I just wanted to show you guys a little clip. So it says Ghana is evacuating citizens who no longer feel safe in South Africa. The first group have taken off from...
I'm happy my group to my country. So, my brother, it's not easy to go some one country, then disturb you always.
Xenophobic attacks on non-South Africans have surged as anti-immigration protesters say migrants have attained already poor
The
public
demonstrators
services.
have said that they want us to work together. How do we work together? Ensuring that those that are undocumented, we are taking them back home. We are ensuring that if we want to work as a community of nations to achieve much together, the Pan-Africanism that we all talk about, we should allow institutions to work. Once the institutions are working, I don't think we'll find ourselves in this kind of situations whatsoever again.
Estimated 25,000 Ghanaians live in South Africa. So yeah, man, a flight carrying nearly 300 Ghanaians repatriated from South Africa amid fears that there could be a resurgence of xenophobic violence has landed in Accra. So Ghana's government chartered a flight from Johannesburg, following a wave of protests against illegal immigration in South Africa. Further departures are expected in the coming days. Roughly 800 Ghanaians have registered for this repatriation.
Wow.
Yep.
I respect Ghana though.
Yeah, actually.
I'm sorry, I can't lie. Like, what's Nigeria doing?
Mm.
Like no, I'm sorry because
You're like, find your own way.
Yeah, exactly. Like they've actually accommodated them. They've got stuff on the ground when they landed. They had all this kind of stuff for them. So I actually appreciate that. You know what? No, come back home. If you're being treated badly somewhere else, come back home.
Yeah.
No, I love that. And if Nigeria respected themselves, they would also do the same. To me.
Yeah, speaking facts, man.
So yeah, and as for the South, anyway, to me, the white South Africans are just laughing right now.
100%.
They're sitting back having a laugh.
It's a damn shame.
So,
a damn shame. So the country's foreign minister, Samuel Ablakwa, joined other officials at the airport in Accra on Wednesday in order to welcome the first set of arrivals. A total of 297 Ghanaian citizens arrived on Wednesday. So yeah, man, big up Ghana, like you were saying, man. And our last headline, Hamas has confirmed the killing of Mohammed Odeh, who is the leader of the Palestinian armed group's military wing in Gaza, in an airstrike in the northern part of the Strip, as a fragile ceasefire comes under growing strain. In a statement on Wednesday, Hamas said that the Israeli army killed Odeh, his wife, and also two of his sons in a strike that targeted a residential building in Gaza City the previous day. But yeah, anyway. That's it for the headlines. Let's get into the topic of the day, the interview that we've all been waiting for. All right, people. So, again, I'm going to repeat myself, and I pretty much will do this for the entirety of TDA. You know what I'm saying? We have great guests on the show, and today is no different. You understand? Today's guest is a systems strategist. I want you to understand the terms that we're going to give this esteemed guest of ours.
Come on.
Yes, we're talking about you. So, entrepreneur and infrastructure builder focused on creating real economic pathways for Black and brown women. She's known as the mother of systems.
Come on.
You understand? We're going to get into that. She's the founder of Omega 7 Global, the creator of the Fund Hership Grant.
Come on.
Words, you understand? And part of the PI Advisory, right? Which is work basically centered around funding access, governance, partnership ecosystems, long-term structural change, all of those good things, you know what I'm saying, for our women out there. Rather than simply just talking about inequality, she focuses on building the systems that move the capital, the opportunity, the visibility into the hands of people who need it most. Those of our women, Black and brown women, who've been excluded, you understand, from funding structures and things of that nature. Through Fund Hership, thousands of pounds in non-repayable grants have already been distributed to Black and brown women founders. And today we're going to be talking about her wider work, man, which explores a deeper question about who gets the access, who gets trusted, and why having that proximity to certain networks often matters more than the talent. Understand? We're going to get into all of these things, man. So everyone in the room, everyone in the chat, everyone's going to see this later in the future. Please help me to welcome the wonderful Nanna.
Who are ya? Who are ya? Who are ya? Who are ya?
Brought it to my eye.
We have a box of tissues, Black owned. But yes, for those who don't know you, we're going to get into the details and stuff, but how would you describe yourself?
I think I'm comfortable with calling myself a bit of a storm in people's lives. Come in, ruffle things up, and kind of try to place things back in a good place, in a better place. I don't take life so seriously because I've been through so much and had to do so much that I think it's a Ghanaian thing. We laugh about everything, right? We just laugh about absolutely everything. And I when I'm in the wider world, I realize that like with Ghanaians, it's just normal, and everybody else thinks that you're not serious, right? Yeah, and also I describe myself as somebody who's a bit of an onion, like multifaceted, and that's why the name of my company is called Outreach for Multifaceted Ecosystems and Global Advancement. So yeah, that would describe me. Yeah, and like I said before we started talking, I'm quite arrogant.
Yeah, talk about your company then. Like, what does your company do? What made you actually start it?
So I've been working on what has now become Omega 7 for years. I left this country when I was 27. Actually, tell a lie. No, I left when I was 19. But for Omega 7, I left when I was 27 and I moved to Mexico to work in research and investigate the commercial sexual exploitation of children. You know, small things, light things. And my experience throughout that time being outside of this country, also living in Spain for 6 years, living in Dubai before anybody else went there, you know, all of those things led me to look at the world and also my childhood, look at the world in a way where I've always tried to find solutions for the problems that people can't fix. Right. And I realized that a lot of problems are not just one solution. Everything is if you want to get to the root and solve it properly, everything is multifaceted. Everything has layers. And when I was in Mexico, it was harrowing because I was researching and investigating this. I was investigating cartels. I was going on, you know, it was a lot. And you know, listening to stories, harrowing stories of women, you know, needing to understand Mexican law in a deep way. And it made me question, because when I started working in Mexico, nobody knew about Mexico. Nobody knew about what was going on. It was when the war against cartels had just started. And so it was when Mexico started coming up in the world. Everybody thought I was in Brazil. Everybody in the UK was like, where are you again? Where are you again? Like, Mexico. Oh, it's not Brazil then. I'm like, yes, it's a very different place. And even now, people are still a little bit far removed from it. But what I saw in a country that has is known for a certain thing is that there are so many layers to why things happen, and to be able to tackle a problem so deep and so ingrained in the society as is the child sex trafficking and female trafficking. That's the easy way of saying what I said earlier, is you have to go deeper into the root cause of why things happen so that you can find a good solution. And so that has brought me into always looking for what is the root cause of what is going on, right? And how can we solve that in a way that is permanent rather than bandage over it? So what Omega 7's reason for being is to solve the problem at the root cause and make it a tangible and permanent solution so that people can work with it. It's not just and so infrastructure is required so that if people come over and they try to shake it up, they can't, because there is that infrastructure that has been built so that the solutions that are being proposed can actually work. You know, so I think that's how I would explain my company, Outreach for Multifaceted Ecosystems and Global Advancement. It is a global company. You know, lots of people say their companies are global. And the fear of that, right? Because you know, I'm a black woman. You know, we like to say things, you know, like worldwide. Yeah, and it's not true. But yes, our initial initiatives are here in the UK. But there is an initiative that's started in Mexico, and there's another initiative that is focusing on women that have been displaced by conflict, and it's also specifically to find and give them access to money directly instead of trying to tell them how to rebuild their lives. They know, because they're right there. So that takes on a global effect, a global situation, especially when it comes to how many millions of refugees there are in the world. A lot of us feel incapable of helping because we can't go and fight their wars.
Yeah.
We're not political. But I'm always telling people, in the midst of the trauma, in the midst of, if you are able to think of the after and to prepare for the after, then it's not that all is lost. You can still make a difference. And that's what, that's the global part of things. Now, I think that's what the Fundship Grant and all of the other things that are built around it is doing, right? We're at an after stage in our time here in the UK as black and brown people, so it's time to be building or in the after, and what's done is done. What can we do about that? What are we going to prepare for the future? So yeah,
I'm glad you said that. You did mention obviously the global. You kind of explained that already, because I was going to ask you. So why didn't you start here? You know what I'm saying? But you pretty much said you.
I did. I did start here. I mean, I didn't want to.
Okay.
Because I was like, there's a saying, right? And I'm sitting in a room full of black people and a black woman, so everybody take it lightly, right? So there's a saying, when you, when you see some wahala happening over there, right? There's a saying, it's like, not my monkey, not my circus, right? And so, yeah, that's what I felt, right? The UK, I've been called to Mexico. I'm only here because COVID brought me back, kicking and screaming. I don't want to be here. I don't have anything to do here. I just want to leave. Because actually, it turns out I'm probably allergic to this country anyway. 'Cause it's like no, seriously. It's like there's a lot of histamines here. My body doesn't process histamines well, so I get really sick here. Right? So yeah, that's why. But then, because I was immediately affected by this country, because it's the first time that I've lived in this country for longer than 4 years.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, since I was 19. Like, I left when I was 19, and now I'm 46, right? And so I came back, and I was like, Jesus, please, let me in. I was like, everybody in my neighborhood thinks I'm crazy, because, like, you're still here. Shut up. Yeah, and I was like, oh, gosh, this is worse than I thought. Like, the situation for us as women, for us, it's really bad. I didn't realize that because I'd always made my life in other countries. So, so I was like, oh, wow. So there must be somebody fixing this.
Yeah.
Because he's not. And then, no, there wasn't. And and it's not because, and I always have to say that it's not because people couldn't. But when you're in the midst of it and you are suffering from it and you are constantly facing it, right? I'll tell you what that it is in a minute. It's really hard to see.
Yeah.
It's really hard to build, and it's really hard to build on foundations that are not rooted in the depths of the pain of what you're living, right? Which means that they're shoddy foundations, however much we try. And that it is living as an immigrant population in a post-colonial society under duress, right?
Yep.
That is where we are, and it creates survival mode. It creates distrust. It creates fragmented families. It creates economic instability. It creates all of these things that make us wonder, why don't we come together? Why don't we do these things? But when you're in that pressure pot, and you're just trying to stay alive, however much you want to think about building, it's really hard. And again, then you're faced with a system and a society that isn't made for you, right? It's not made. And when, people say, we say it a lot, it wasn't designed with us in mind. I need to clarify that it's not because they sat there and go, we're going to design it without them. It's because when it was designed, a large immigrant population like us, and large, we're not that, but like us, weren't expected to be here. Right? With no generational wealth, with our medical issues, with all of those things, we weren't expected to be here. So what they've tried to do, like you mentioned before, a government system that is not fit for purpose because it's outdated and defunct, it just fit us in to try to fit us into the jigsaw, and it's not working because it's too much of a behemoth to try and start again within their system. So that's why we need to build outside of their system. And that's the basis of what I do, building outside of the system, because it is time for us to we're beginning the healing process. We talk about what's happened to our elders. We don't have ancestors here. Let's all be on the same page. We have elders, yeah? What's happened to our elders and what's passed down through us, through words, through actions, through genetics, right? And the one thing that I say it's really hard for people to hear is I want us to begin to sit with the idea that we've been bamboozled again, right? We were brought here. We were told here under Commonwealth, come, find a new thing. And then we were restricted, so restricted that we don't even understand why. Like, why were you just not allowed? And it's not because they're, personally, a lot of people are restricting us, but the system in and of itself created the space for us to not have ownership, for us to be labor, for the extraction to happen as the British Empire does, right? So then, with that in mind, it makes it really, really difficult for us to build. And it makes sense that we live in a way, in a collective, slight psychosis because we think we're crazy. So like, what the heck? But it's not us, right? The effects of it happen to us and is detrimental to us, but it's not us, right? So for me, it's like, okay, I was given the privilege of leaving this country and I didn't have to do life here, right? So I've got a bit of a bounce in my step. I've got a bit of I do have a bit of a bounce in my step. Oh my gosh, please don't let this happen to me like that lady.
I know exactly what you're talking
about.
No, you're fine.
Oh my God. I watch that every now and then. Humble myself. Anyway, so because I was away and because the opportunities I had were because I was an educated black woman who knew how to speak, who knew how to move, who knew how to do those things in other countries, I don't have that sense of, I don't have to fight against that sense of inferiority that the women that have had to be here, the black men that have had to be here, have to fight against the behemoth of this society, where you need to check yourself, where you need to think, oh, am I saying this right? How do I need to dress for this? How do I need to look like this? Where do I need to go? You know, and so with that, I can come in and my eyes see different things. My eyes see possibilities where others don't, you know? And also, I left Ghana when I was 7. And so I didn't grow up with I got here and I was like, immediately, no. This ghetto? No, seriously, because I lived well in Ghana. And I came here, we had to live in a bedsit. And I was like, I'm sorry, what?
A whole big compound.
A whole, from like garden boys, you know, I was like, I'm sorry, what? What is this? Why are we insulting our ancestors again? Do you know what I mean? But we're here, you know, and we feel stuck, right? And I was like, immediately, as soon as I could get out, I started traveling around Europe. I lived in Spain. I came back and I was like, still a ghetto, you know? And I've always tried to go to other places, and that's allowed me to be able to experience life, mainly actually as an expat. Not even as an immigrant, as an expat, you know. And that gives you an eye into how you can build within other communities without restrictions, even if you are not necessarily favored in that community in terms of, you know, rights and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the basis of why I've built the way I've built and why I'm able to build onward. Because I feel like I've had the privilege of not having to fight everything else to be able to build what I need to build, and that makes a difference.
Who the brown in the black and brown?
Sorry?
Who the brown in the black and brown?
The brown and the black and brown are every non-white ethnic minority. And the thing with the challenge with that is because there are prominent brown groups, we forget that there are other small brown groups, especially with the women, that are overlooked, that are oppressed, that don't have a voice, that are never seen. So when you look on my on the application, you'll see smaller groups, you know, that what's it called? You'll see smaller groups that are not, let's say, part or you have never heard of, because we had to do the research to figure out who are the populations that are overlooked as well.
Yeah.
And all ethnic minorities are,
Overlooked.
per se. Yeah, so that's who they are. Yeah.
Chrissy, you gonna say something?
Yeah, no, I was gonna ask. In moving to the different countries you moved to, did you not face, even though because you were here the ghetto, but did you not also face, even though you say you moved around as an expat, did you not face even still things? Because even though you can refer to as an expat, but you're still a black woman, so I would still feel like the systems there are also set up in a certain way.
Kind of and kind of not. I'm gonna tell you something. People are shallow, right? So I was thin, and I was tall. I looked okay, right? And I knew how to speak well, and that got me through a lot. That got me through a lot. Huh?
In Spain.
In Spain, because this was back then. This is like the Spanish population since 19. I don't know why I'm choking right there. Sorry. Since 1999, has the Black Spanish population has grown a lot. And I was there then, right? I was there then.
Okay.
So, and then in the other countries I went to, I was always. I had to understand that a lot of those people had never seen me before. And back then I had short white hair, before Cisco. Yeah, I just want to say that. Just want to say that because I don't know. And I had contacts. Contacts are things that people wear all the time now. I had grey contacts. So you can tell I like the grey hair, right? I had grey contacts. I had
Storm. Crazy.
Afro Storm, thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah. And I've always liked, and so people would just stop and stare, and I realized that they're not stopping and staring because they're rude. They're stopping and staring because they've never seen anything like that. You know, it's just like when white people go to African villages, everybody comes round. It's not because they think the white people are gods. It's just like, what is this? You know, so I didn't really get offended by that. Because I was a foreigner in those times, and I wasn't an immigrant, in those times, I was given preferential treatment in many places. You know, in Mexico, I got to be in the presidential, you know, the state, not the president, but the state presidential offices. We talked, we did things together, we built things together because I was a foreigner, because I was an acceptable foreigner, let's say, and I played on that. Why would I not? I'd be like, fight for my people. No, I need to do the things.
What does your work look like practically? What does I'm trying to like understand exactly what you do. Is it like if a person's in need, they contact your organization, or how does it? Or are you working with governments?
No.
Okay.
Well, I don't work with the government
Okay.
because if I did, I'd be screwed. Because when the government does change and they take out all of the crap. That's why we build out the system. So I'll start with the fundhurship grant. It is a merit-based grant. It does have an advisory panel. It does have a full system that works in terms of you apply for the grant through the application cycle. When the application cycle closed, the applications are looked at. They are put through our system. They are scored. It's a system that I built, and I built it specifically to take into consideration where the black and brown women are coming from, the fact that a lot of black and brown women are neurodiverse, so they speak in a different way, the fact that their businesses are very much coming from the informal economy, and they're not traditional businesses. You know, that when you're looking at it from a business point of view, people would look at it and kind of poo-poo it, be like, what are you doing? Is that a business? And a lot of us are building. We're building from what we know, which is something I'll touch on later because I think we need to switch. But that means that a lot of that gets overlooked. So I built that. And then I got a bunch of 7 black and brown women who don't know me, because that's really important, to become the advisory panel. So when the shortlist happens, they get sent individually, because they deliberate individually for 5 days, the shortlist, anonymized, so it's just the name of the business project or idea and their answers, and then they vote. They have 2 votes, and whoever gets the most votes gets the grant. It's that simple and transparent. And so that's the fundhurship grant. And then because of the fundhership grant and because I opened my calendar to about too many women who called me, I started noticing a pattern. That's one thing I have, pattern recognition to a fault. And I started noticing that everybody's struggling. I think it's obvious, but I started noticing that everybody's struggling a lot and everybody's quite isolated. Everybody lives in silos. We don't want to admit it because we go to these events, right? We're like, but after the event, it's quite a lonely process, right? Especially when you're building something. But nobody trusts anybody to build with them because we live in that society that I mentioned before, and nobody knows how to get past the trust, right? Because if you want to take it on a business side, right? And let's say me and you are talking and I want to do business with you and I'm that way minded, and you're like, vibes. And so you know, because there's some people that are like, I need to vibe with you before I do business. And a lot of us need that because we already live under such stress. You just don't want to feel, we want to feel safe, right? And I think that's a different word for saying, I want to vibe with you. I want to feel safe, right? When you're around somebody that doesn't sit right with you, you're like, I don't like their vibe. What you're really saying, I believe, is that I don't feel safe around this person, right? So the connectionship, and I have a thing with ships because, you know, ships are great. Motherships are great.
Come on.
I want a ship, but, you know, I might get a boat or a dinghy. So the connectionship was going to be an event that was going to allow women to connect with each other and build joint ventures. That event never took place because I didn't want to do an event that was ghetto. So I didn't get enough money to do it. So I got stuck actually in a place where I was like, oh, how am I going to do this? And I was like, oh, build a platform that allows the women to be able to do this from the comfort of their own homes. So the connectionship, what it allows you to do, it takes you through a diagnostic, it builds your business profile, right? You might be a pioneer, you might be an administrator, you might be one of those. And it takes you through what the kinds of ways you work and what you're comfortable with. And then it matches you with another woman, right? It's not networking, but matches you with another woman who's aligned to you. So let's say you're a pioneer, but you need somebody who's more admin focused. You need somebody who's more numbers focused. The platform matches you with that kind of person in your same industry because everybody's in the same industry. Go to that in a minute. And then it allows you to be able to come off the platform. You have legal templates, you have all of those things so that you can come off the platform and build joint ventures. Why? Because you're not going to do it alone. You're just not. I love our hope. I love the fact that we're like, yes, today's the day. But we need to be realistic about the fact that the lack of access to funding and the lack of access to so many things means that we do not have the luxury of pretending to be like them, where they can just walk into rooms and it's like, I want to be seen. Yes, we know that, Jane, but easy. You know what I mean? Like, let's be realistic about how you can build. And also, many big companies join ventures to monopolize, right? They join ventures, they buy each other out, they come together to monopolize. We are at a place where I believe that as black and brown women especially, we're starting businesses so fast, we need to do this better, right? We need to do this better. When it comes to access to funding, there's so little for us, if any, that we don't have the luxury of being like that. So that's the connectionship. And then the last one that I've built for London, the UK, is buy her ship, because a lot of women have built assets. They have cupboards full of stuff that they've created, but nobody, or they have their products that nobody wants to invest in. Why? Because it's hard for them to be in those rooms and in those places, or they arrive in those rooms and their face, because of the bias, doesn't allow them to go any further. So I've built a visibility platform where we evaluate your business like in real time with real numbers, and then we put it on the platform so that acquirers can come in and be like, hey, we want to help you. And also we give you the way to be protected from bullish acquirers. So that's also so that's what I've built. That's what my work looks like. And then on a day-to-day, I talk to too many people.
So how do you fund this? Because it's because some will say it's a noble cause, but you need revenue.
Yeah. So when the fund hership grant is the corporate social responsibility of my company, so I do not make money from the fund hership grant, right? As with any company, any company in this country, you need to be able to work with debt well. Not over, but well, because we've had stories. We've seen what's happened to people. But with the connectionship, it's not a free platform. It's a subscription platform, but it's not extractive. You can only be on it for 3 months once you've paid. You have 3 months to find your partner and get out. What are you doing? I mean, do you have time to be there for any longer? Right. So it's a for people who join, the first 150 people who are joining, they get £15 a month. For the women who have applied for the fund hership grant, they get half of that, so £7.50 a month once they start paying. Because what I want to do, yes, we need to make money, but it doesn't need to be extractive. Right? And I can understand because there are other people and other players who will give us money for stuff, and I don't need to extract from my people.
Yeah.
But desperation makes a lot of us extract from our people, you know. And so the buy hership as well is £49 for the women, lifetime access, and then for the acquirers, it's a subscription. It's 1,120. So per month, 1,000 a year, 120 per month for those who have money, exactly. So yeah, so that's how we do that. And then I'll tell you now, we've given out 70K, right? People will be like, oh well, yeah. In this country, it would take me about 6 to 8 months to raise that much to do anything, and it would be tedious and painful and annoying, and it would come with so many conditions. I'd want to rip my wig out. People ask me, they're like, is this real? I'm like, yes.
So the 70K, how's that generated? Do you have
application fees.
So you don't have any patrons, donors?
Not yet.
Okay.
And I don't think anybody's going to come along till after 100K.
Okay.
I don't think anybody's. And also, I didn't want anybody to come along initially because I didn't want them setting conditions. Because when you are at a place where you are under leveraged, right, and they come along, they're like, we'll give you money, but you can only do this with it. That's the whole reason why I built this grant, so that the women don't have to go through this, and then I'm going to put myself through it. It's going to make me want to hurt them. Hurt people. Yeah.
I love this, Nanna.
It's not an original idea. I've got to say that. I took this from the Amber Grant that's been going for 28 years in the US, and it's the same system, you know, and that now they give out 3 grants. When I found them in 2020, they were only giving out 1 grant of 10K a month. Now they give out 3 grants of 10K a month. So I know how possible it is for our community, because there's no, like, when I say there's no money out there, honestly, I understand that we want to have hope, but there isn't, because when it comes to grants per se, right, everybody says start a CIC. Why? So you can get access to grants. Not if you're not doing something like forestry or engineering, or do you know what I mean? A lot of our categories will not fall within the categories of what grants are, and if they do, they're a slap in the face because they're like 500. And it's like a one and done. You cannot reapply. Even my grant, if you get it, you can't reapply for it again. It's a one and done, right? And so that's difficult. And then what we haven't been educated to understand is that if you want to get into business in this country, you need to understand debt financing. You need to understand it, and you need to understand it well. Your sales will not take you through, right? Because every 3 to 6 months, a business needs cash injection, right? Your sales will not take you through. But here we are hoping that that one sale will get us, you know, they're going to see me. It's going to be me. It's going to be, and and listen, I love that for us because it means we can build stuff. But realistically speaking, within this system, that is not how things work, right? Businesses shut down within the first year, within like 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, sometimes 15 years. And they can't get any more money in. So we also need to walk into it with that, you know, and not hold on too tight. My precious, you know, let it go. You know, if it's time, let it go, because you can do something else. So yeah, so that's those 3 avenues are there for that purpose.
How are you able to navigate the whole conversation around, oh, this is discriminatory. This is only for black and brown women. Like, have you ever been hit with
Yes, lots of times. I make some really nice videos about it. You can go find. Yes, I had a comment the other day from a guy, and he was like, so you are, oh gosh, can I find it? Because he was like, oh, so you are pulling this away. You're giving the women wings so that they're pulled away from their black men. And I was like,
I think you have to.
let me just say this, right? I personally am very worried.
Sorry, Nana. Can you put your phone on airplane mode and then connect to the Wi-Fi? There's a free Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah.
You will still get your data and everything, but it just won't interrupt the mics.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Airplane mode. Yeah. So I was like, I'm sorry, what did you say? and what I'm gonna say to that is that I've had a lot of discrimination. I've got a bit of discrimination from white women who are like, first of all, some of them are like, how dare you? And others are like, how could you do this to your black sisters? You are scamming them. Literally, I'm like, really? You are doing this? Which has been interesting, but also I knew I had to do the research behind how this would affect my community psychologically. And the largest amount of hate I've gotten is from my community. This morning, I got a really lovely message from somebody saying, you know what, I really appreciate what you said, but I just don't like your delivery or your presentation.
Okay.
Right?
Thanks. Like, what do you want me to do with this information?
Yeah, and so I responded kindly.
What did you say?
I said,
what was they referring to that?
It was a video. It was a video of me, and I was speaking really gently. Sometimes I'm quite animated, and I was speaking really gently. I had a spoon in my hand, because like on socials, they're like, do other things, hooks and stuff. So I had a wooden spoon in my hand, and my mic was on my wooden spoon. You couldn't see it, and I was talking. I was standing in my kitchen, with a spoon, talking. My nice PJs with nice PJs, right? And I was just talking gently, and I was like, this is the fundship grant, this, that, and the other. And she was like, yeah, really good information, but I couldn't take you seriously.
Why? Because you're in pajamas and spoon.
I don't know. She said, I don't know why. She said, yeah, I appreciate the info, but ... I just found her delivery and presentation extremely annoying for some reason. And so
why are you sharing that with
You know what I don't understand? Like I genuinely think, like, even if that's what you thought, right? And you're entitled to your opinion. When you write it on what am I meant to do? Great, thanks for the feedback.
It's not even feedback though.
It's not. Exactly. It's not feedback. I had feedback the other day. I had a woman. She went toe to toe with like a lot of my followers for a whole day, because she was like, "You cannot represent me with that hair."
Oh my goodness.
What?
And then I was like, and so she went under a video that I don't talk about my hair. I don't. Every now and then I'd be like, my hair. But that's all I will say, right? And it was under a video that was about the grant, and that was what she took away from it. So I responded to her with a video, and I said, of all the things that you could have said, this is what you said. And she came under the comments. Yeah, but you shouldn't be wearing that hair. You can't represent me. I was like, I didn't know I was running for office, first of all. Right. And then it went into a tirade. And who I get it from are black women. They come at me. Why do you look like, take off that hair and I'll take you seriously. All the
are these
time.
legitimate? Because like bots and all this kind of stuff,
they are, because I do look at them. Yeah. They are legitimate, and there always a certain demographic, certain age of women that do that.
They're quite mature, right?
Some of them are quite mature, but I'll be honest, and I love my Caribbean sisters, but they're all Caribbean.
Really?
Yeah, every single one of them. And I've told my Caribbean sisters, they'll be like, yep, yeah, that tracks. That tracks. I'm like, but you guys wear like blue, yellow, green wigs. But it's a respectability thing, right? There's that whole respectability politics. If you're going to talk about money, if you're going to talk about economic infrastructure, look like something that, do you know what I mean? And I don't do that because I'm arrogant. and I don't have issues. So I'm gonna look the way I look, and that's it. So yeah, I think so that's been interesting. So that kind of discrimination has happened, and then people are like, yeah, no, and people are just waiting for it to fall.
Of course.
And then it's not out of malice. It's out of the fact that nothing has ever been built for us like this. Right? So people are just waiting. They're going to come and take it away. They're going to come and make it. And I'm like, legally, yeah, just like, 1,000 black interns, right?
Yes. Yeah,
They're going to come and do this. But I'm not a charity. Come and fight my limited company. See, and that's the reason why I started as a limited company, because as a limited company, I can do a grant, I can do a CSR, and I can give it to whoever I please, right? As a charity now, you can come to me. As a CIC, you can come to me and be like, well, is it for the public benefit? And that's the argument. Is this for the public benefit, right? And that, so yeah, so that has happened as well.
Why do you think that is, that you're creating something, as you said, for black and brown women, and it's the very women who are coming to criticize? I don't get that.
It's
and I find that you said pattern recognition.
Yeah.
I find there's always seems to be a pattern when you specifically say, like, oh, black owned or black, like, we seem to have an issue with owning that and standing firm in that and saying that there needs to be some type of disclaimer, or there needs to be a rebuttal that comes like, oh no, but what about this or what about that? And I don't get, it's like, if I'm saying it's black owned, for me that means it's in interest of us as black, like in general. But for some reason, you have to focus on us specifically, and we're saying create something specifically, you get pushback within our own community, and I don't get that. It's like, do we want to go somewhere or we don't?
It's nuanced, because the reason why I had to do the research about this was that, the collective trauma that we face, the conditioning that we have, let's be honest, we have to work ourselves out of the conditioning of believing that we who are here can do good things, great things, we can build, because everything that has been built, everything that has been cool, everything has been done by other people or African Americans, right? And so here, it's a different thing. And it's because if we are honest with ourselves about the fact that we have been here en masse only for 77 years, that's 3 generations just about, and we have been under duress, the distrust, the hyper-vigilance, all of that plays into. And then also, if we consider that our minds are not yet set free, right? When you present possibilities of freedom, like black-owned things, to people, it triggers.
Yep.
It triggers. Not every slave wanted to be free, right? And we need to talk about it from that level. It triggers a psychosis. It triggers a you can't do this. It triggers a what do you mean? Who gave you permission? Right? Because let's be honest, a lot of the black leaders, not all of, don't come at me. Come at me, I don't care, I'll fight you. A lot of black leaders, let's be honest, they are in master's house, right?
Facts.
Because they go in there and all of a sudden they change, right? And we're comfortable, let's be honest, we're comfortable with that. We're comfortable with that, right? What we're not comfortable with is when something is fully black owned, fully black thing, fully black, and it's going forward. Because when you look in the back of certain things, right, they're not fully that way. So I think it's the collective trauma, it's the collective psychosis, it's the conditioning. And when I see it from that place, as much as some people may say stuff that upsets me, I'm looking at it from what's the root cause of why you're behaving in this way? And if I understand that, then I can be gracious to that, and I can speak into that truth rather than fight you, call you names and stuff like that, because what's that going to do?
Yeah,
it's just going to give you fuel.
Do you advocate for staying here?
No.
Okay, I just
100%.
Yeah,
it's all of us can leave. We can, and I say it a lot because let's think about migration and populations. Let's think about how there's only 2.4 as black people. There's only 2.4 million of us. That's not a lot. That is not a lot, right? It's really not. we can leave. But people are like, but where would I go? It's the same everywhere else. No, it's not. No, it's not the same everywhere else. You're living in a post-colonial society that was an empire, right? That used your body, the bodies of your ancestors to build its wealth. Why are you thinking that everywhere else is the same? It's not, you know. So I don't advocate for us staying here. I feel like if we're here, let me build the things to help us get out. But you don't have to stay here. Honestly, you don't. Your mindset is making you think you have no other options.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like people will be like, I don't get the bus, but it's an option. You know what I mean? Like I can't. it's another option.
Yeah.
I don't. You can walk. It's an option. You know, I've walked through the whole of London, north to south. You can do it. You know, so I think I definitely advocate for that, and I talk about that a lot. And actually, I've been working on a project called Unshackled Mindset Reset. I don't really talk about it till I'm out of the country, because you know how we don't like to listen to people who are still here.
We're not doing the thing. Because that would be another critique. But you're still here, though.
Because I'm going to say some hard things, and I think they'll hit softer if you can see a beach behind me.
How do you think we can actually remedy these things? Because like you're saying, like people are going to be triggered by truth.
Yeah.
When you talk about ownership, when you talk about not having a dependency on the government and structures here that do not serve us. And then talking about potentially leaving here. Like we're triggered by all of these things.
Yeah.
How do you then remedy the problem and get people to see the truth for what it is?
You have to do a lot of hand holding. I feel like first of all, can I just caveat this? You know how Africans, we talk about parents and African parenting and all of that. That all comes from colonial times. Like if you look at indigenous Africans and how they parent, all of this strictness, all of this, you need to do this and you need to achieve this and you need to do that, doesn't exist, right? Not to say that we can't achieve, but it's all wrapped up in empire and colonialism, right? But when you are dealing with, if any of you have children and you have studied your child enough to know that they are feral, right? No matter how sweet they are, they have no capacity to actually not try and kill themselves constantly, right? Then you begin to deal with them from a place of not, if you are not dysregulated yourself, you can see that you need to tell them, listen, putting your hand into the blender will chop your hand off, rather than going, get your hand out of there, you know, kind of thing. And so my thought is we need to handhold a lot more. And we can only do that if we are actively working on healing. And I believe that we are. I believe these situations, I believe this now era is allowing a lot of us to come into healing. Some people will die not healed, and we just got to let go of that. Yeah, we just got to. Some people don't want to come. You've just got to let go of that. But there needs to be a lot of hand holding, a lot of grace. There's a lot of not saying, oh, you just need to fix up, look sharp, get up. You know, like let's talk to each other in the way that our ancestors before colonialism would speak to each other. Let's talk to each other the way that the elders who have led Pan-Africanism, who we aspire to be like, speak to each other. Let's begin to rise that up in us rather than incite rage, because rage gives you a certain sense of purpose for a short time, but it doesn't actually, very few people are able to channel rage into tangible action. So I feel like we need nurture more than anything else, right? Don't need to be told how much we're failing. We could see, you know, we could see. We don't, and that's how I feel we can remedy that. There needs to be a different way that we speak to each other. There needs to be a gentle. I get so hurt when I walk past a black person who doesn't smile at me. I'm like, what's your problem?
In the UK?
Because generally people smile.
You're like every day then.
I am. I don't.
Who's smiling?
No, but I smile a lot at people. I'm one of those people that people talk to. People come up and say hi, and people are like, you know that person? I do not know that person. But why? Because I want to show grace. I can only imagine what you're going through. Right? As a black woman, as a black man in this country, I can only imagine, especially when you're going to work in the morning and I see your face. I can only imagine what you're girding your loins for. You know, like, and I think that needs to shift, because only through the healing and the grace that we give each other can we be regulated enough to build well. Right? You can't build well from a place of scatteredness, no matter
Yeah.
how much we try, from a place of
Disgusting
tension.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We have to, this is why the audacity that white people have. Why do they have that? Because they're regulated, they're cool. Right? And now then they're becoming dysregulated,
Yeah.
then they're facing these things. You see how people are acting out, right? But people they're just like, yeah, there's no problem, you know, like they're just easy. Why do I get upset sometimes? Why are you so chilled? Because they don't have, you know, they haven't got much to heal from. And that's it's not our problem, it's the problem that was given to us being here. Yeah.
How much accountability do you think we need to take for, I guess, our current state today? Because like you just said in your last sentence there, it was done to us. But is there a level of accountability that we need to take in 2026?
You know what? Yes and no.
Okay.
Right? Because again, let's look at it as a child. If anybody's ever worked in care or ever worked with traumatized children, right? Or traumatized people, they will act out in certain ways. And obviously they need to be held responsible for their actions. But you understand that acting out, because you've been with them, you've seen, it's not coming from a place of, this is what I wanted to do. This is all I know how to do, right? And we are too quick to ask accountability from it. Okay, if you misbehave, shut up, right? You're an adult. But we're too quick to demand a certain level of accountability without grace. Right? Without understanding that we are all, you know, the people say, oh, you know, be kind to everybody because you don't know what people are going through. Like, it needs to be in big words. Be extra kind to your black people because you know what they're going through.
Yeah.
You know? So I think it's one it goes hand in hand, but because of colonial conditioning of how to put people straight within our culture, especially the African culture, we're too quick to like lash out and give the things, right? Like this boundaries woman, right? Without actually understanding that, you know, with my son, he's at a stage where he thinks he should know everything. So when he makes a mistake, he loses his mind. I don't know if you've been around 8-year-olds. Like, they're like, oh my gosh, like this is the worst. I am the worst person. And I'm like, and I have to remind him, you're 8. Like only 8 years. You've only had this and you've only had this experience. You couldn't have known better, right? And I think that's where I come from. And it means that, and I think that triggers people far more than just going slap everybody in the face, tell them to get on with it, right? Because it means that you have to sit with your pain. And in this country, how often where are you safe to sit with your pain? Enough to recognize it so that you can offer it up for healing. You know? So yeah, I think that's the main problem. We are hurt and hurting, right? We are hurt and hurting. And that affects every aspect of what we do. You can't just separate yourself from business, from anything. It affects how we posture with our money. It affects how we want to be seen. And none of us have leverage. None of us have power. None of us are in the rooms, right? And the people that look like they're in the rooms, you go near them and you ask them for help, they look at you like you're crazy. What do you mean? Why are you asking me? Why do I? But it's not their fault. This is what we need to, the gatekeeping that a lot of women talk about. It's not, I don't think it's necessarily gatekeeping, it's scarcity mindset.
Yeah.
Right? They don't, scarcity mindset, and they don't have the access they say they have. Because if they did, they would, right? And so I think that's that. It's stuff that lots of people won't want to do, but the remedy, I believe, is allowing ourselves to sit with ourselves and deal with it, and not just be reactionary.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
What do you think, might be a bit of a tough question, but maybe 3 things that kind of facilitate that healing in our community?
Safety, first one. Creating safe spaces. Right? When I say safe spaces, I don't mean a kumbaya with sound bar. I actually mean you know, safe spaces. I think transparency and honesty about how we're feeling, how we feel about each other. You know, let's be honest. We come from different countries. We don't like each other. We don't, like, you can start from there because it's not about liking each other. It's about strategically thinking, how do we build together? Right? And I think the third one, I think that's a difficult one to name. You need to be safe, you need to be transparent, and you need to set your mind free. Right? You need to understand that your mind is shackled. That somehow, some way, your mind is shackled. Right? I find it hard to buy from black businesses. It's a whole exercise. Why? Because my mind is shackled.
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm all thinking, right? And we're not honest about that. We're not honest about that. And in those moments, I have to sit with myself and go, what's your problem? What is your friggin' problem? Right? You can buy Palmers. And okay, let's be fair. Some black people sell things they bought from China and they sell it as luxury, right? Who doesn't? But if you're going to do it, buy the upscale stuff, right? Don't buy it, they sell it cheap. Do you know what I mean? That's everybody does it. It's not just black people.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that we cannot patronize each other. But we need to unshackle our mind. Don't tell me it's just because you think that product is bad. It's because you have an issue with a black person owning that thing because your mind is shackled, right? Your mind is shackled, not the thing. Because if it isn't, it would be different. That's why other communities help each other better, because their minds are not shackled in that way towards each other.
So is that why you kind of hesitate to buy from black businesses?
Why I hesitate?
Yeah.
I mean, I do buy, but I have to go through that mental process, right? I have to go through that mental process of, oh my gosh, because it's there. The conditioning is already there. Oh,
I wanted to know what all of that mumbling was.
well, it's like, oh, shall I buy it? Shall I not buy it? Oh my gosh, what if it's not? What if it's that? Do they really know? I mean, the writing doesn't look right. You know, they had one spelling mistake. Silliness. That's what I mean. It's silliness, but we justify that silliness. Like people are justifying, oh, I'm not going to take you seriously because you have this hair. That's silliness, right? What is that? Your mind is shackled, right? Oh, well, you know, I saw them and, you know, they look too happy. Like somebody that I love watching is Paige Lewin, right? And she is such a joy, right? She's such a joy to watch. She's so energetic, and I love that. Yeah, but people will be offended by that. They'll be like, "What did who she?" And right, that's right. What does she think she is? Who does she think she is? Why she said this? Why she said that? And they'll say it to themselves, and they'll feed themselves that, and then they'll find a reason not to patronize.
Who's Paige and what does she sell?
She does, she's got the book about
How
loving
to Love
your
Your
afro.
Afro, and she's really, you know, she's talking about a whole bunch of stuff to do with hair and to do with trying to help, you know. And this is the thing, we are not the ones that have perpetrated the worst atrocities to us, but we take it out on us, right? So people are like, I won't buy because, you know, one time that in the bus, that lady, she told me to shut up. And so I don't, you know, the reasons why we don't, oh, I was, you know, I had a friend in school and she stole my boyfriend, so black people are bad. You know, we do it to each other. It sounds silly, but if we dig in.
Black girl, she bullied me and now I don't want to date black women.
Do you know what I mean? Or, you know, or one time, you know, I was with a girl and her braids weren't clean enough, so that's it. I like white girls. Let us be. You know, let's be honest about where the pain is coming from. Right? And then let us move forward in that. And that honesty is really hard. It's really hard.
But how do you then, because I feel like I could hear somebody then say to you, okay, cool, but what about certain standards that us as black folk should be getting from businesses? So, for example, you mentioned before about maybe the spelling mistake. Of course, you can't do that with the spelling mistake. If I come into an establishment and maybe I want to order something, obviously this is the generic thing, you know, the generic example, and the customer service is diabolical. And I don't want to be in that space. Like, why should I spend my hard-earned money there?
You shouldn't. But at the end of the day, you need to understand the large majority of us have started businesses not knowing a lick about business. It's true, right? We started not knowing a lick about business. And we are holding ourselves to the standards of people who go through employee training. Right? You know what? Who have manuals.
That's so fair.
Who, do you know what I mean? Who have the money to invest in that. Your auntie's cousin's friend needed a job. Right? She's already peed at life,
Yeah, stress,
right?
innit?
She could cook, right? And you asked her to be, she said, I want to be in the kitchen. You asked her to be on the till. What are you going to get?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Let's look at it from that place. It's not about like what people attack. Let's name it for what it is. What people attack Caribbean establishments for being rude, but you're forgetting these people are also going through hell and high water, right? And they don't have any mental health help, therapists, etc., to deal with, right? And they're just, and it is difficult, and they can't, and most of us can't hide the pain on our faces. So if you walk in and I've just like, the council's telling me this, that, and the other, and you're like, can I have a jerk chicken, please? No, yes. It's like, I'm not saying everybody's like that, because there are people that are rude.
Yeah.
But I am saying let's not hold ourselves to those standards, right?
Yeah.
Because when you don't have the budget to give glasses, so you give plastic glasses at your event, right? I will look down on you, fair, but I need to check myself.
Yeah.
Because you're doing the thing, right? And I'm expecting you to give me something that, I don't know, JP Morgan would give me. Why am I doing that? What's wrong with my mind? So I think that's the thing, right? We hold ourselves to higher standards than our wallets can afford.
I hate you. Well, in fact, let me quote Black Rob. Black Rob says, that's no excuse. Kindness costs you nothing. And Black Current says, while that's true, we don't have the same access or infrastructure. She agrees. But kindness and good service should be a standard.
100%.
It should be a standard. Again, when you're not dealing with people who are living in constant trauma.
Yeah.
Right? This is the thing. You cannot expect. I'm not I don't go to most of those places because I'm terrified, right? I'd be honest with you. I don't go there because I'm terrified of what anybody's going to say to me. But when you're dealing, that's the headphones. When you're dealing with people, when you're looking at the population, if you can zoom yourself out and look at what we've gone through, look at what we go through and look at that, sometimes kindness is something I don't know how to give. Yeah. Right?
But I feel like I hear what you're saying, but are we not also just making excuses and not holding people accountable? Because
I mean, you can
at the end of the day, kindness is free, right? And everybody would love to receive kindness. So, and everybody has shit going on. Like, you're not the first and you're not going to be the last. So if you're putting yourself in a position where you are offering a service to people, I understand, like, obviously someone needs a job, but the job that you've gone for requires you dealing with people, so you know what it comes with. So do you get what I'm trying to say?
I do know, but then again, you're assuming that people know this. That you have high expectations of humans.
I really do.
Yeah, that's the thing. And I tell everybody who ever spends time with you, lower your expectations. Not because you're judging everybody like I do, but lower your expectations, right? You're assuming that because somebody's in a customer service role, they're going to know. I went to Amazon Fresh the other day, and I was like, there were young people there, right? And they're like, hi. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? I'm not your friend. Like, we're assuming that people should have a basic level of understanding, and they don't. Courtesy, kindness, respect, honor. They don't. They really don't. It's like, you guys, who drives?
I drive.
Right? You drive with the assumption that everybody else is a fool.
Yeah.
Right?
You have to, yeah.
You have to. Regardless of whether or not they've passed their driving test. You drive with the assumption everybody else is a fool. I go around in my life with the assumption that everybody else is a fool. Right? That they're not going to know. Not because it makes my life easier. Not because I'm like, oh yeah, I expected that. But because I don't make the assumption that the things that I know about common courtesy, this, that, and the other, they will know. Some people were never raised to know. I know people like that. They're adults. They were just shouted at. They were never raised to even know how to be kind, how to be. We have uncles and aunties like that. Let's not lie. They don't know how to speak. They don't know how to, and they go about their life, doing that.
They don't want my business though. I think that's the thing that I struggle with, because like, we're all here, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So we're socialized differently, but there is a shared understanding, like what like basic customer service should look like. And I feel like I struggle to extend grace in those moments when I'm not getting that.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's my right to withhold that grace.
If you want to, of course.
Do you know what I mean?
But then again, that's you and I totally agree with that. It's like the customer service people get in America as compared to here.
Yeah.
Like all over the country. As far as people are concerned, this country does not understand customer service,
Yeah.
right? Let's whittle it down to our community. But and America's like, hi, sir, how you doing? What would you like? This,
it's
that, and the
even
other.
irritating.
Like, it's
Yeah.
even...
Do you know what I mean? It's too much.
Yeah, you're saying
Yeah.
it's irritating, but that's because we don't come from a culture.
Yes,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I would also like to add, all the people that we patronize and stuff, they came from somewhere. How did they relate where they came from? And I'm the first to criticize. And don't get me wrong, because I still think yes, there should be customer service. But what is the customer service? No shade, but what's the customer service in Nigeria?
Yeah.
What is the customer service in Nigeria? The way
Depends where you go.
Yeah, it does.
It depends where you go. To
Where?
be fair,
Where?
I think like you will.
I'm saying en masse. I'm not talking about the bougie
Hotels.
places and whatever. I'm talking en masse.
I guess like maybe we're missing each other because on one hand I'm talking about people who are here. Do you know what I mean? Like so they're Black British is in effect really and truly. And then also as well, it depends. I don't think there's necessarily what I've experienced like great customer service like as a whole, but you'll get things quickly, which I compare to when I go to Ghana. Customer service is much better, but it's very slow. So it's just like different experiences in different countries, I find. But yeah, I think like I'm kind of looking at it from, I was taking your restaurant example, but I wish more people would extend grace to like, you know, e-commerce businesses, for example. Do you know what I mean? Especially when they're in their growth. You might not necessarily know their growth period. And like, you know, maybe deliveries are getting out slow or whatever kind of thing. You're still getting the quality product, but there definitely seems to be like if you don't get your product on time, then you see it in the reviews or the comments and all that kind of stuff, and it's just like you have no idea what's going on behind the scenes, and there's just a lot, and I think more grace should be extended there.
I hear you,
But
but also grace can be extended if you're up and transparent. If you follow the lead of big companies, right, and stuff is happening, right, and you can say, hey, we're struggling right now, right? It's happened to me with the grant, right? It might happen this month again because there's not enough people who've heard about it. And I'm honest. I'm like, we have to extend the deadline. And the first time I wanted to do it, I thought I was going to die. I was like, oh my gosh, everybody's going to think this is so terrible. I was like, hold on a minute. I need to take that step of being transparent, being clear, and being honest about it. Whoever feels bad about it, feels bad about it. But the large majority of people appreciated that. You know, and I think when it comes to e-commerce, when it comes to business, a lot of us try to make the face of we are a well-oiled machine and things are not working well. We don't come out and say it. We're just like, please bear with us, you know, like, no, say what the issue is, because that's what they do with their companies. Listen, we've had a hold up. Listen, something's happened. Listen. And I think that would inspire more grace than the assumption, again,
That's true.
that people should know. And I think we make too many assumptions about how we think people should behave.
I think as well, like, running Black businesses here in the UK, you do have to invest more on the customer service aspect of things.
Definitely.
Like, I think it's just like, I think that's underestimated. Do you know what I mean? Like, I genuinely think... I genuinely think that's definitely underestimated. Like, I think like that may be a nuance that doesn't necessarily apply to other businesses. Like, so maybe theirs is like, 30% of your budget needs to go here. For our community, if we're like publicly Black facing, saying that we're a Black owned business, it's like you need to up that to 50%. So just so you can catch those people and go on.
And I think the challenge to do that is because a lot of us are running our businesses by ourselves.
Yeah.
With a few, you know, semi-paid, unpaid, this paid labor. We're all trying to build a little empire on a mountain, right? But if you bring your resources together, you guys can, like, if you are, like I said, you've got a thing, right? You've got the thing, but you join with somebody who has more of a customer-facing understanding of how to build the business. You've already taken off a lot of burden for yourself, and you've improved your business, right? And a lot of us, honestly, are doing too much by ourselves. Too much.
But it's so hard. Like, I think that a business relationship, having like business partners, is one of the most difficult and most important decisions to make in the potential like growth and health of your business. If you choose the wrong people, you're like it's so detrimental.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? So it's just
It's all about being educated on how to do that, and also building your business relationship on the business and the benefits of the business, right? I can semi-vibe with you, right? I've had a strategic partner, great girl, you know, we're not friends. We like each other. We probably won't like party together, right? But I respect what she does. She respects what I do. And if we talk, we mention our private lives a little bit, we carry on. And you really have to sit comfortably with that, right? Because we don't need to be in each other's, you know what I mean? We don't need to be like that. And I think that's the biggest part, because when you have MOUs, you have agreements, you have legal things, try and do one over on me. Go on then. You know what I mean?
not a threat.
I offer you the opportunity graciously. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's how we need to look at it. You know, and whenever I talk to people, they're like, yeah, but you can't trust it. Because why are you shaking hands? Write a document, a legal document, to protect the both of you. And if you can't, and if you are not, if you sign, and this is the thing, people think that it happens just to us. In every community, there are shafters, grifters, people who will do things. Do you know what I mean? Charlatans. You can't avoid that. You cannot avoid that. But that then shouldn't put you into a place of fear where you're struggling up the hill with like boulders, and you're like, I can't.
I mean, but I think it's a legitimate pressure, though. I do think it's a legitimate pressure, because it's like, if you're like, I would say a lot of us that are like maybe like business owners, first time maybe in the family, or first time like getting to a certain level. Do you know what I mean? So there's pressure. It's like, it means something. It means something to make a bad hire or to make a bad decision, because like for us and our businesses, if you make that bad decision, that could knock out your cash flow for the next 6 weeks. Like, do you know what I mean? So it's just
and that's why you build stuff like I built, so that you don't have to, so you can be matched, right? And not only be matched, if it is necessary, because matching is something I do well. Let's have a meeting and see whether or not, from an objective point of view, I think you can work together.
Yeah.
And if you can't, I'll be honest. I'll be like, you two are not meant to work together. Don't do that. And I think that's helpful.
Yeah.
Because the whole my precious, this is precious, this is the thing, really limits our growth capacity, right? Because we're too scared to take the risks, the necessary risks that most businesses have to take to grow. Any type of growth that you need to invest in is it's a risk you have to take.
I think it's like chicken and egg, because I hear you, I totally hear you, and I think that's but I think practically as well, like those pressures are absolutely real. Do you know what I mean?
Totally.
So
it's just about it starts with your mind. It starts with your mind. It starts with noting down the things that terrify you the most about this. It starts with noting down what it is you want in, if you could do that, and why it is that the idea of maybe getting into that is so terrifying for you. And then you start, because business cannot be separated from your mindset. And everything that moves you, you know?
I mean, to be fair, I'm saying this, but I'm lucky. I have 2 business partners, and we have a great relationship, and we're doing well, and we have we have like loads of transparency, and we're all on the same page.
And hasn't it made it easier?
Oh, 110%, 110%. And I've run businesses where it's just me. I run businesses with other people, and this is by far the healthiest, the most like relaxed I've been in this situation, like for sure.
That's what it should be like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I wish more people had that, and they really, really don't.
No,
they really don't.
Everybody's there on their J's.
I wanted to ask you, we do have to wrap up here, but I do want to ask you about how important should politics be to our community? Like, do you bear that in mind? Do you care about voting? Do you stress that to the community, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do. I think it's very important, but I think we need to move our activism into places where change can actually happen. There's my favorite politician in the world is called Yanis Varoufakis, right? And I have a crush on Yanis, but let's not tell Yanis. And he was on The Rest is Politics, and that's the only reason why, even though I do dip into The Rest is Politics sometimes, I have a gripe with Rory Stewart right now, but he doesn't know me, so I'm just my personal gripe. Yanis said that when he was in the 80s fighting for the coal mines and all of that, he was doing that knowing that he was fighting the wrong cause because the coal mines needed to close, but the families of these that needed support, and that's why he was fighting, and he was fighting the wrong cause, right? I believe that in our communities, we tend to fight for the wrong causes, right? And the leverage that we could build, we are not building. So politics is highly important. I vote. I vote strategically. I listen to the people who know why we should vote in a particular way. And also, I listen and I follow the politicians that look like me, trying to understand where they're going, where they're veering off, and how. And at the end of the day, if we do not mobilize in understanding how politics works in this country, how policy and lobbying works in this country, and what moves that, we will be we'll be still considered as the rabble that talks a lot but doesn't get a lot done. I'm not taking away from all that has been achieved by so many people up until now, but it's time for us to move strategically and differently when it comes to politics. Feel very strongly about that, although it doesn't sound like it.
That's a brilliant answer, man. And I think I agree with you. For the most part, I agree with you. I don't think we're going to find any sort of real long-term remedy, salvation in any political party.
No.
Only we can save ourselves. That's how I see it. So, yeah.
And I think that's the main part. It's not about looking at the political party. It's about looking at how politics and geopolitics works and understanding and how we move, right? Because political parties are not the solution. It's the understanding of how to move within politics, the politics of work, the politics of society, the politics of the world, that allows us to be able to build well, you know? Yeah.
Well, like I said, it's unfortunately we do have to wrap up.
No way.
We have to bring you back another time, man. Hopefully.
Yeah, definitely.
You need to be on my channel as well. I've got another channel that's alongside.
Sure.
Yeah, it's powerful. But yeah, thank you so much.
Oh, me too. Sorry. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All of us want you on our channels.
I'd love to. You know, I don't talk very much, but you know.
Crazy.
No, but honestly, it's been an absolute pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Not to say I wasn't looking forward to it. That's not the case.
No, I was assuming.
But good. No assumptions. But I am so happy that you came. Honestly. Like everything you said, everything. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really happy that you came.
Thank you.
Shout out Ed.
Yeah, big up Ed. He's away right
Ed.
now.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
yes, he sent me a message saying he was away. I was like, oh, I won't get to meet you.
But you'll be back. You know what I'm saying? So Ed wrote you that time. But yeah, honestly, it's been amazing. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed the interview as well. I'm going to quickly go into the reaction. Tell you guys the scores of what happened yesterday and stuff, and then we're going to wrap up, man. Did you guys know Nigeria played yesterday?
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you know?
Zimbabwe. Isn't it?
Really?
How the hell do you know? Come on.
I actually wanted to go.
Dr. Christie.
Wait,
Here in the UK?
Yeah.
Really?
London.
Oh.
In Charlton.
Think.
Yeah.
Charlton.
There you go.
Right.
And because Jamaica played India.
No, we don't know that one. I'm joking. Jokes, guys. Purely entertainment.
I think they won. I actually don't know what the scores was. Actually, funny enough,
was it
Nigeria.
legit the Unity Cup? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So Nigeria beat Zimbabwe 2-0, man.
Wow.
So big up Niger, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Always winning.
let me
You
message
understand?
Is Nigeria going to the World Cup?
We didn't want to this year.
Okay.
That one's different.
That's
We had
understandable.
other things.
A lot of pressure.
You understand?
It's already booked.
You understand? We're working on other things. And of course, Ed's team, Crystal Palace, They won the UEFA Conference League title, man, yesterday. They beat Rayo Vallecano 1-0. So big up Crystal Palace, man. Big up Crystal Palace. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. Is there boxing on the weekend? There might be some boxing on the weekend, but obviously we'll talk about that tomorrow. But yeah, guys, it's been a good one. Thank you for tuning in. As you guys know, we'll be back here again tomorrow, 8:15. And yes, Nanna, thank you so much for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure. Peace.
All right, make sure be kind to one another, drink plenty of water, and mind your mother effing business. See y'all tomorrow.